afternoon, everybody. Hey, it's KGB from the C Sports Network. That's right, home to your streaming outlaws. We're here again today for another Braves stream. I realize I'm a little behind, guys. I just got home and in the house, so bear with me. Let me get things up and running. Interactive should already be ready to go. Get that turned on here in a second. Alrighty, get some sound here.
Austin waving that bat, awaiting the 0-1 pitch. Let him miss up and in. Braves have seen Flexen before, but it's been a while. In his career versus the Braves, 0-1 with a 6.75 ERA.
Like
4 appearances, 1 as a starter. The start was in 2017. And altogether, he hasn't seen the Braves since 2019. Riley pops one up towards right field. Coming in, Dominic Fletcher looking up into an overcast Chicago sky. Makes the catch, and the Braves go down 1-2-3 in the top of the first inning. Underway, we head to the bottom of the first inning. Braves nothing, and the White Sox coming up when we come back.
The Braves down.
I'm attorney Ken Nugent. If you're hurt and trying to...
Baseball is in full swing.
Heading into the bottom of the second. Or bottom of the first. Nah, that's our problem. All right. There we go. There we go. Hey, welcome in, everybody. I do apologize about the late start, guys and gals. Welcome. Appreciate you guys stopping by. I'm still in the process here of grabbing my chat and everything. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? Sorry for missing out on your message there. Just able to pick it up and look, and I see it now. Just about got everything. Now, I'm not quite sure here, guys. I'm going to do one more check here. I don't know if I'll be doing the live game broadcast or the radio broadcast. So, bear with me. All right, so we're going to try this here, guys and gals. Charlie Morton is already up and pitching. That's going to be a strike. Oh, we got phone calls coming all in. Hold on just a minute. We're going to... There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. All right. I will be back, guys and gals.
He has no concession to the aging process. As you can see, the oldest players. Charlie Morton's right there with Jesse Chavez, and Justin Verlander is still hurt.
Benintendi on the line out to right, but Acuna Jr. will make the catch for the first out.
Let's look at the defense and how Brian Snitker puts them out there with Kelnick, Harris, and Acuna in the outfield left to right. Then Riley, Arcia, Albies, and Olsen in the infield. Travis d'Arnaud now takes over as the #1 catcher. Because Sean Murphy got hurt, we told you about Charlie Morton on a hill.
So good to see you on Moncada in the box. He took one off his inner shin.
All right, I am back. Sorry about that.
First pitch out into
People
right
just
field.
wanting to chat. Yeah, sorry.
Talking to first base coach Jason Bourgeois before the game, he
All right,
said
so
his legs, he put
check
a
the
lot of emphasis
interactive,
into
how
that, and he just looks fresh
synced
this
up
year.
are we? Hey, Mav, how you
Looks to me
doing?
like he's swinging it as well as he can possibly swing it. We knew there would be a lot of incentive, and he's come out trying to prove a point this year. And we've seen him run a double into a triple. We've seen him run a single into a double so far. So the hustle is there. And as far as talent is concerned, he's always had a ton of that.
Runner on first. Oh, no.
Here's Luis Robert Jr. He swings at the first pitch and will foul it into the White Sox dugout. Pedro Fall.
Gonna pause it up just a little.
About the couple of strikeouts by Luis Robert Jr. yesterday. Struck out looking twice.
There we go.
Strikes. He's just a more effective player over the long course of
Now
the
the interactive was actually ahead of the audio, or yeah, you're right. The audio is ahead of the interactive.
He did not swing, got rung up. Doesn't happen all the time, but Pedro is right as far as swinging at strikes. When he does that, just like Acuna, they're hard to get out.
But it wouldn't be quite so bad. But because it's a blackout game for me, I have to run through a VPN. So it
strikeout by Robert
delays it a little bit more for me.
So it's 2 down here to start this bottom of the first, and that'll bring up Andrew Vaughn.
How you doing, CeeLo?
You got to try to hit that.
Hey, Mav said you were wondering about the interactive. Hey, it's right there on your MLB.com, man.
You're going to ground to the
interactive you're already using. If you look real close in the top right corner of your batter square, there's a little circle. It says 3D. Click on that and it'll switch over to the interactive like this.
Lower inner corner for strike one.
All right, it's still just a scooch behind. I'm going to go ahead and pause the audio, let it catch up. It does, yeah.
Early Morton's and it makes it so devastating.
It's just rotation. It's how much spin you can get. And as you can see, the more spin you get, the bigger the break. The quicker the break, the later the break. And with Morton, he's had that breaking ball for quite some time. And a lot of people felt, yeah, he was good early in his career, but when he gets a bit older and the arm does...
Ah, damn, I'm sorry, guys. Should be a lot closer to being... This, it has to reload again.
He's at the top of the list. And Framber Valdez has a great curveball. So it shows you just how good Morton is.
We're just a hair behind, so.
I mean, he averages over 200 strikeouts over the last 3 seasons. So when you look at
it says beta, but it should pull open.
Just 119 more this season.
Like I said, there's a little round circle. It should be up in the square
for ball 4
of the batter. And, you know, the batter with outfield. It should be right in the top right corner.
This is a big game for Gavin Sheets. Number one, his ball club has lost 3 in a row. Number two, he had to fight his way on this ball club in spring training, and he wants to serve
actually, give me 1 second.
Be a very valuable man.
Maybe I can show you here.
He can swing it from the left side, hit the ball out of the park, and still come off the bench and hit either as a DH or a pinch hitter. You're pretty valuable.
So it looks like Charlie Morton's having a little issue with his pitch column.
All right, here's the normal view, CeeLo. See up here? Should say 3D. Right here in the corner. Click that, and it should switch you over like this.
Backus was there to sort out the situation. Says, looks like we got everything under control, ready to play ball again.
Yeah, I think the signal to the dugout that Backus made to
hopefully that helps. Hopefully you figured it out that time now.
That was equipment malfunction.
All right, so we got 2 outs. Runners on first and second.
So Gavin Sheets getting the start today, DHing for Eloy Jimenez. who's dealing with left adductor soreness. Inside.
Oh,
that one hit shit.
That's going to hit him. That's a hit batsman.
Early in the game, when you don't have the great feel for the breaking ball, these things happen. And that one just swooped down and in. Looked like it caught him on the hop, but it got him on the instep. And he's going to go to first base and load him up.
Bases are juiced for the Chicago White Sox. Charlie Morton with the pitch. Ball one.
Paul DeYoung gets the start at shortstop today. Homered in his last at bat.
At least Charlie's got 2 outs so far. So, hey, welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping by.
Got a chance to do some damage here in the first.
There's going to be a strike. 1-1 to count. Hey, if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, first of all, be sure to hit that thumbs up. All the thumbs up tells the algorithm to push us to a broader audience, and it gets this small streamer out there better. And secondly, hey, if you like what you see, feel free to subscribe to us.
Charlie's been around a long time, and that last fastball showed you exactly how long, because
we're trucking along trying to reach that 1,000 mark so we can start doing some monetization.
And if you do make contact with that, you pull it foul.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 3. So Charlie gets us out of the inning without giving anything up. We come back, we'll be in the top of the second. No, I think it's free. Well, actually, I mean, I really don't know, actually. I'll test that, CeeLo, after the game's over. I'll test it by logging out of my account. Because I do have a paid subscription for the season. So I'll log out and see if I still have it. Be sure you're not running a pop-up blocker or anything that might be blocking it. I wouldn't think it should be classified as a pop-up, but sometimes that could happen. Where if you're running a pop-up blocker and the website needs to reopen a page for you clicking on something, sometimes that pop-up blocker will block it. Yeah, I paid for the whole year, so it'll be good till what is it? January, February, March 1st of 25 is when mine will run out. Yeah, we get everything. We do all teams, not just one. We do all of them. Hey, I tell you, thank you, James. Hey, James Ward. Appreciate that, but hey, hopefully check out the interactive here, man. I mean, it's at least it's as close as you can get to watching it, in my opinion.
Averaging 8.
And this new interactive they got is really nice.
Tied for first. That's pretty good.
And we are synced
and a lot of it's
with the audio now.
Developed a lot of their own players.
So we got Matt Olson.
This is not one of the guys they developed.
Up to bat. He's got 1 home run and 4 RBIs on the season.
Freeman did a pretty good job, and they developed him.
That's going to be a pop out to left field, shallow of the track, caught, easy can of corn,
so we've got the
number
Braves here in town
1.
for this week 3-game series. Let's take a look at some of the teams who are contenders to win it all coming here to the south side.
We know how good Baltimore is. Houston lost 4 straight to the Yankees, so they're reeling after their first series. The Dodgers are great. The Yankees had a really good first series. They wound up sweeping the Houstons, which is somewhat surprising, and the Texas Rangers also, as you know, very good and World Series champions.
Marcell Ozuna, the DH, steps in there for strike 1.
Yeah, I think
Is there any advantage for facing a team like the Braves this
I think
early
it's
in the
worth
season
it because
in cold weather?
you get
I prefer to face them
you
early
get
in the
access to all the sports clips afterwards, all the VODs of the games, so you can go back and rewatch any of them. I found myself watching quite a few last year, or throughout the season, you know, I missed the game. Simple
Breaking
enough, just
ball,
put it on.
Ozuna, left field.
So I thought it was worth it.
And Robert Jr. will take over to make the catch. So Chris Flexen has been looking good here early on the mound.
Actually,
He's going to throw a lot of fly balls.
today is the last day. If you have T-Mobile,
hey,
all
looks
T-Mobile
like a
subscribers or customers, whatever you want to call it, actually got the 24 season of the MLB, all teams free.
I'm trying to poke my screen. It's not doing anything.
That I'm not sure. I don't know about Bally.
And that's one of the reasons why on a very cold day like today, it's an advantage for him. Because when this park heats up, it's not...
I'd never heard of Bally Sports until watching the Braves games.
Michael Harris, the second center fielder, slaps at that one. It'll get foul. 1 ball, 1 strike to count.
Beginning of their last year, Harris was hurt, and so that kind of curtailed what he usually is, which is a very impactful player.
Yeah, I love the, like I was telling you guys, you know, during spring training, that the interactive was, it was super great, man. I was stoked to have it, and it's really nice here. There's different.
White Sox, well, he's been pretty good.
You got pitcher cam,
everybody, but in the early going, and it's a small sample size.
Then you got batter cam.
Little squibber off the end of the bat, charge against Moncada, has to make it throw on the run.
Got him.
Yeah, on
Moncada
makes the tough play on a speedy Harris.
Well, I think Harris thought perhaps
it's going to be out number 3. That's out number 3. So we're going to head to the bottom in the second.
In real time,
we're going to see the Chicago White Sox try to put some score on the board.
Moncada did a nice job of getting rid of the
Remember,
baseball.
guys and gals, hit that thumbs up. It would be greatly appreciated. The algorithm will help push us out.
Not even going to
look at it.
We have a 10 goal starting here in the beginning of the stream. If we reach that goal, we'll extend that. How you doing, Russell? Yeah, Money Mike, he grounded out, though. And then, like I said, there's other, you got fan control, strike zone. Strike zone's usually the one I leave it on, especially if I'm trying to match them up. Because I'm on a VPN, when I hit play, it actually almost restarts to play a little bit, so it's a little bit harder to sync it up. But thankfully, there's not a ton of blackout games for me. Cassie, how you doing? We had 7 likes, Kenneth says. All right. We're at 7 likes of those 10 already. Thank you so much. We're just moving along. And also remember, guys, we do now have memberships set up on the channel. We have our merch store as well. You can check all that out by heading on over to the front page of the channel. And by the way, CeeLo, congratulations. If you didn't know, you were actually chosen by YouTube as one of the recipients for a free month of membership. So congratulations. As well as I Am Rain and Shadow X. And I think I'm forgetting one other. Oh, D Carroll as well. Congratulations to all of you. Ooh, 6 days a week. Mav's still at work, but he's here with us. Well, they called that a ball, really.
Every single year.
All right, so they are back. We just had the first pitch. They called it a ball, but it certainly looked like a strike to me. But
you're not going to get any more velocity on your fastball. So the fastball,
as long as the umpire is consistent across the board with both teams, we'll let that one slide because it was right there on the edge.
That curve ball is very effective.
Here comes the pitch.
Lopez at the plate.
Oh!
You'd love to see on base for a couple of different reasons. Number one, you'd like to see any of the Sox players on base.
Lopez
barely missed him.
Just about got hit. Morton's already hit one batsman so far.
They get a chance, and we'll see if this is the chance.
A 4-pitch walk for Nicky Lopez to start this bottom of the second.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Yeah, thank you, Russell. I can't take all credit for it. It's all MLB.com, man. It's their interactive, but yeah, it's a little tricky getting it. If you only got one screen,
so if you're Martin, you're
it's going to be very hard for you to do. It's finicky.
Starts him off with a cutter on the outside corner.
The interactive wants to be full screen, and if you put anything over top of it and have that full screen, it actually pauses the interactive. So it's all real finicky.
But also how valuable he is.
But if you got multiple monitors, then you should be able to do it all right.
Corey Lee, give you a good story. Corey Lee hit his first home run of the season yesterday. Corey Lee's running around the bases, comes back into the dugouts, getting high fives from everybody. When he sees Martin Maldonado, he says, "Get your catcher's gear on." He's letting the youngster know his primary job is to be a catcher.
Are you talking the interactive's hard to find?
No matter how many runs you produce at the plate, it's how many runs you don't give up calling the game behind the plate.
Well, you can certainly help your pitchers along, maybe get them an extra out, sometimes an extra inning. But also give them the confidence that you're in control. Most pitchers want to see a catcher.
This is called fan vision.
Good eye there, laying off that curveball. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on Maldonado. And Chris Getz, when he put this team together as the GM, that was part of the plan. Mixing veterans with young
for
guys,
their interactive?
and having veterans who are willing to be teachers.
Yeah, they come out with the last seat. Oh, did he get him? I must have lost audio here. Yeah, that was my concern with the VPN. That's why I may just do the radio broadcast.
And gets him just ahead of the bag.
Got him.
Good solid throw.
Got him. They threw him out as he tried to steal second. Sorry about that, guys. That's my issue when I'm running through the VPN is wanting to buffer, wanting to stall out the video. So I do apologize. I'll get it fixed just as soon as possible when that happens.
Well, he's very accurate with it,
no,
which is good. He gets in a good
like I
position
just
to make the throw.
noticed it last season, and it was a lot.
We're 3 games
halfway through the season, 3/4 of the way through the season, when I noticed it.
1 ball, 1 strike to count on Fletcher. Well hit to right field, and it'll get down in front.
Oh, that's going to be a base hit out to right field.
Fletcher, his first
so bottom of the second with 2 outs. We have a runner on first.
This is a hanging curveball, and when they hang, they're very hittable. That one hung and was hittable.
Easy as that.
Just take advantage of the
I'll tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to load up a web page that has the
kick yourself
the radio broadcast. So if that happens, there's no downtime. I can just reach over and flick it on.
How many mistakes would you look back on and say, I threw that many mistakes?
Well, a lot of pitchers have a tendency to gloss over the mistakes, and they look at good pitches that were hit instead of mistakes that weren't hit. And it usually balances out one way or the other, although it doesn't feel that way to the pitcher. But it depends on the mistakes and when you're going to make them.
That's going to be an easy throw to base, first base, for out number 3. Oh, somebody must be at the door. All right, sorry about that, guys. In the house, my dogs are kind of going. Oh, here they go again. There we go. My son's up checking on it. That's what I had said. I talked about Mav and I on stream a few streams back, Russell, we were talking about that, and I brought it up. You know, that what's the possibility that he will? I mean, you know, he's either in his real late 30s or already turning in his 40s now. You know, how much longer is he going to play? Does he have the motivation to do another season or 2 or 3? Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll have to let me know for sure, CeeLo, if you figure that out. If you could confirm that that's what it takes. Yeah, because the 3D is enough for a subscription right there. All right, we are back to live on the field.
You get Ronald Acuna. You want to get him as long as you possibly can, and the club options are big at 27 and 28. They're most likely going to exercise those.
So we'll have Ronald Acuna Jr. at bat. Ozzie Albies will be on deck, and Austin Riley will be batting third in the hole here in the top of the third. So far, the White Sox with 2 hits, and the Braves with no hits.
7-8-9 coming to the plate for the Braves. Orlando Arcia starts things off. Cool temperature here. First pitch, 47 degrees. But
I do apologize.
It hasn't affected Chris Flexen on the mound so far.
No, at this point, he's throwing strikes. He's working quickly and getting a lot of pretty good hitters out.
That is not
for Arcia.
Ronald Acuna. That is Arcia.
Made the All-Star team last year.
It lied to me.
Fastball just misses off the corner, low and outside. 2 balls and a strike to Arcia.
2-1 the count. Top of the third with a
good shortstop.
With a tie score at 0.
They moved him to the Cubs, but they got themselves back a pretty good one in Arcia.
Looks like he's gonna check swing. First baseman up says no swings, so that'll be ball 3. Pitcher's down to 8 seconds for his pitch clock. 6-5. There's the windup.
Popped him up.
That's a high foul ball. Catcher getting under it. Nope. Third baseman caught for out number 2.
All right, it's time now for our injury report.
Out number 1. My apologies.
Urgent care. And you got to look at the catcher for the Braves, Sean Murphy.
Hey, welcome in, everybody.
Who is now on the 10-day injured list with a.
If you haven't already, be sure to smash that thumbs up. We're trying to reach our 10-like goal that we have set for the start of the stream.
Hard, and all of a sudden something gave loose.
We're 1 like away from hitting that 10-like goal.
The offensive numbers are there. Defensively, he's very good. And he's the guy that catches an excellent staff for the Braves.
So the guy taking his spot right now at the plate, Travis d'Arnaud. We saw him already gunning down Nicky Lopez trying to take second.
I don't think my analytics is working correctly.
Catching the edge, 1-1.
That's okay.
When you throw straight over
we'll
the
deal
top,
with that after
as Flexen does, you have to make sure that you pull down on that cutter. Even though you're not looking for a whole lot of depth, you want to get spin on it, and that's how you get the spin, by pulling down on the seams.
That's high and outside, so that'll be ball 2. 2-1 the count, 1 out.
Right? With the
top of the third.
Slider, tell me the difference.
It's like Marcelo. Is that Ozuna? No, that's.
Well, usually you're holding both on the seam, which is.
Oh, that's our
really a good thing to do. Because it allows you, number 1, to get a grip, and number 2, to impart the spin, and that what will determine the movement of the ball and the rotation, because the rotation is what makes movement possible.
3-1. Line drive out to right center field, and that one's going to get down. Robert Jr.
That's a base hit.
Actually, Fletcher getting it back in.
Or no, we have a double. Standing double.
For Travis d'Arnaud.
For Travis d'Arnaud. It was D-Train. I thought it was.
d'Arnaud gets his fastball ahead in the count and drives it into the gap. And then what has to happen here is a little communication.
Oh, that's
Unfortunately,
why.
didn't have any, but they didn't collide, which is a good thing.
Stat stuff isn't moving here.
So bottom of the lineup, left fielder Jared Kelnick. Starts him off with that curveball that just does catch that top part of the zone. Kelenic, the only non-returning player.
All right, Jared Kelenic up the bat.
The Braves.
Oh, he just took a strike. Ooh, second pitch down and low, and he took a big swing at it. So that's strike two.
This is the guy who originally came up with the Mets, and
Braves are in scoring position.
Going to be a star, and still might be. He's still very young.
Can we see the Kelenic Warrior put one out and bring a runner home? Come on, baby, let's do it. There you go, base hit. Runner moves to third. So we're going to have runners on the corners.
So runners on the corners with just one out.
One out and runners on the corners.
This time Kelenic takes it through the left
side.
That's
a good thing.
With the shift, there's nobody home.
Kelenic picking up right where he left off. He didn't start yesterday, but he did come in at later in the game.
All right,
so he's picking right up where he left off the last couple starts, or the last couple games.
First and third, one out. You got Ronald Acuna Jr. at the dish.
Hey, Laney.
First time up, he struck him out. And starts him up with a changeup downstairs for ball one.
No problem. Enjoy your movie with your ma. Again, best wishes. Tell her to feel better.
Good stop by Maldonado, keeping that runner on at first. Kelenic's on at first, Darno's on at third.
This one hits the plate. I mean, that's a really good play by Maldonado because that got a piece of the back part of the plate. So instead of bouncing, it skidded, and he was able to stay with it, make sure it didn't get away.
Maldonado sets up outside, 2-0. Grounded into third. They get one at second.
Oh! No. Safe! So the score stands, baby! Yes!
So
Braves on the board, 1-0.
Lead here in this top of the third.
They just squeaked out of a double.
At first base again.
Yep, nope, that was clearly on.
He beats it, drives in a run. That's just his second of the year. And the Braves are on the board.
There we go. That's what we wanted. Good job, Acuna.
Because of the speed of Acuna Jr., not able to turn two. And Ozzie Albies will step in with 2 outs now.
Can we see Ozzie do it again? Ozzie's been the home run machine so far for the Braves.
I would think in this situation Acuna is going to be running, but we'll see what Brian Snitker decides.
I realize, we're only 4 games into the season for the Atlanta Braves, but would you believe that, Acuna's sitting with no home runs, and Matt Olson 1 home run.
Want to know the count on Albies.
Austin Riley
base stealers
is
when you take your lead, it doesn't matter if you use
playing
a crossover
abysmal
step, most guys use
right
a slide
now.
step on their lead, but
he's just not able to get with
the key to being able to steal a lot of bags. And those guys,
I wouldn't have thought it the way
they're tough to throw
as well as those guys were playing last year.
Changeup does find the zone there, 1-1.
But again, we're 4 games into the season.
That Chris has thrown for a strike, so that's a good sign.
All right. Looks like we hit that 10-light goal. Thank you, Kenneth, for bringing that to my attention. We have hit 11 lights, so how about we shoot for 20? If you're here and you're enjoying what you're seeing, please hit that thumbs up for sure. And then, hey, you might as well hit that subscribe button, slap the notification bell so you don't miss any new content when it's released. And come be a part of the Outlaws.
Swing by Albies, quality pitch by Flexen. Your Chicago White Sox are presented by Guaranteed Rate, one of the top mortgage lenders in the country.
Yeah, it was a little disappointing last night.
Pay less each month. Trying to find the right
It
insurance.
was terrible to see our bullpen give away that game last night. It affected. We did not get the Golden Broom celebration, unfortunately.
Just 1 run scored
both
for
the chat vote and the community poll both thought that the Braves were going to win. So with the Braves losing and both polls voting that the Braves were going to win, that killed the Golden Broom. So here today starts the new series.
They got one across.
So be
here
sure to
in the
get
third.
your votes in, everybody.
And that changeup bounced. Count is
Again,
now full.
your chat votes count for something. Since this is a 3-game series with Chicago, if the community votes correctly for each game of this series, if they vote that whatever team they vote, whether it's Chicago to win or the Braves, if the team that they vote wins for each of the game that they voted it for, then we do a golden broom celebration. And it's just we do a bunch of random giveaways during the stream
of the game given up by Chris Flexen.
of some pretty cool things. So we do owe one though. We gave a golden broom celebration during spring training. We were given one away for that. And
really
the community reached that
thing,
goal, so
although it wasn't
we
bad,
will be having that, and
that'll
that'll be coming up here real
seems to
soon.
be getting better. He says his goal
Within the next couple series, we're going to go ahead and get that golden broom celebration taken care of.
However,
I'm just waiting on a couple things to come in from
our team going out there to try to
eBay and whatnot.
Flexen, he knows, number one, they're facing a pretty good pitcher in Charlie Morton. Number two, it's a very good team. You can't let them run away and hide here in the early going.
Yep, Thursday's the off day.
Have you noticed anything different with Chris Flexen this inning versus the first two?
I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was only, from what I seen earlier, there was only 2 early games, and the early games were at 1. The rest are late, and then come tomorrow, they are all late games. I mean, I've not seen so many late games as we have today.
That's when you open yourself up to big innings.
That's going to be a chopper over to third, throwing to first for out number 3. But the Atlanta Braves got 1 run and take the lead 1-0. When we come back, the Chicago White Sox will see if they can tie or take the lead in the bottom of the third. Hopefully the stream stays working good for us, everybody. It is storming like hell where I'm at. I'm surprised you guys really can't hear that coming down. I mean, it is just pounding rain outside. It'd be nice to see Acuna get a couple more steals, huh? I'm not quite sure. I know he got his first. His first steal came after his first at bat for the season. Yeah, I see the interactives. Let's do this. Now, this is about the only issues I've seen with the interactive is every now and then you just got to take it back to the main page and then bring it back in. Mr. Maverick asking everybody how they'd like if you did a game tonight. Well, I'm sure Mr. Maverick, they'd like that very much so. All right, so they are back.
These gloves and these shoes. Only one belongs.
Hey, CeeLo, I don't know if
Michael
you're still
Harris.
in the channel, if you're still here, but if you are, you are listening. If you need some help with getting that figured out or whatnot, just let me know. I'm more than happy to help.
There's a pair of shoes there, and if it gets a little mistier, Harris might blend into the background.
I always look for you to lead the way, so now you will not be hard to find.
No, that'd be pretty good. I like it. And you could wear one of those. Sell some beer at the ballpark.
Moncada 1 for 1.
Purposes for those.
On the day, 0-2 is that's going to be foul ball again.
Moncada slashes that one into the seats. Well, you can see it's cold out.
Oh, it is every bit of that. And the wind is not gentle today.
Oh, yeah, they're
Wind
playing in
is,
Chicago. I'm sure it's cold because it's cold here.
Pretty stout.
Chicago's only about
2
4
pitches
hours
from
from me.
Goes the other way with this one. And
Oh, it's going to drop in fair.
Moncada.
Kelnick has to chase it, so Moncada going to have an easy standing double.
His second double of the season. And Moncada staying alive on that
Nothing,
2 pitch.
really nothing Kelnick could do about that one.
Takes it the other way.
It dropped in just on the side of the fair line, bounced over, hit the wall, and shot back in on the field. So
You want in scoring position, however.
really nothing Kelnick could do but chase it down. Here comes the pitch. Swing.
Luis Robert Jr.
That's going to be
swings through
strike
that big
one.
curveball.
Sox have got to find a way to score this run. You're starting out with a man in scoring position, nobody out, and down 1-0 gets a very good team. Be nice to come right back.
We got the Snakes for a 3-game series home opener. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know, it's kind of weird, too, because our first home opener, we won't see our City Connect. Our City Connect uniforms will not come out until, I believe it's the second
You're looking to make some
home
contact.
series that we have.
And you would just
Our
assume
first
if you're
home,
going to
our
hit the
opening
ground
home
ball, you just
series,
assume hit it to the right side,
we'll
move along
be
one
wearing
side.
our red
But
alternate
now you're
on that
looking for
Friday,
contact.
but that
Just don't let this
Saturday, they're just going to be
visit back
wearing
to the end of the
the
strike.
normal home uniforms for some
And it
reason.
did.
Home plate umpire Eric Backus said he did go around for strike 3.
I do see I was incorrect about what uniform is going to be worn today for the White Sox.
Receive a retro White Sox crew neck presented by Miller Lite. Purchase tickets. Visit
I went off of the
whitesox.com/promos.
MLB 24 video game. I just assumed that that'd be the uniforms that the teams would be using.
Takes that slider downstairs.
I thought them using a City Connect on a Monday was kind of weird. You know what? We could fix that.
Vaughn now hits cleanup with Eloy Jimenez out right now with left adductor soreness. Pedro Grafal before the game talked about it and said it's an injury that he had dealt with last year. And so there's no timetable. Went to the doctor. They don't have the report, so not making any decisions long term on what's going to happen. So they're going to wait for the doctor's report first and then have a game plan to go for it after that.
But
There
this
we
point
go.
early enough in the season where you don't
Got it
have to
fixed.
think about rushing him back.
Two balls and a strike.
I can just about imagine what Mav's thinking to himself. He's like, man, that OCD guy. Hey, Mav, we can always throw little Mav up in place for you for your cam, and if you want to come on Discord, you can just
Yeah,
talk.
that's a veteran move by Morton.
You want to hang out and chat with the guys and gals that are in the stream, and you can ask them yourself if they'd
Can't
like
pick
you
up
to
the spin
stream.
of the ball right away, and by the time he goes out to
Would you
get
like
it,
me to pop on Discord? Just let
it
me know.
doesn't get there.
Ripped, but it's foul.
3-2 the count. Full boat. One out. Top of the third, or bottom of the third. Runner on first, so
Sheets waiting on deck.
the White Sox do have a runner in scoring position. So you want me to pop on Discord real quick then, right? That's the blooper out to center.
It'll
Caught.
be caught by Harris.
Harris catches it.
There's
Runner's
two
held
down
at
now.
second.
It's time
2
now for a
outs.
message from Powering Chicago.
At Powering Chicago, we build more than electrical infrastructure. We build the future.
All right, Mav, I'll
Our
start my
trained,
Discord now.
Qualified, diverse workforce knows electricity. Partner with Powering Chicago and build better construction, better careers, and better communities for generations to come.
With 2 down, it's now up to Gavin Sheets, who is hit by a pitch in the first inning after Moncada led off this inning with a double.
All right, so here comes The wind up and the pitch. High and outside, ball one. Sheets, who was hit by a pitch in the first inning, now up to his second at bat.
Sheets, nice job not pulling the trigger on that changeup, 2-0.
Yeah, good checkup because it looked like it was going to hit the outside corner the whole way before finally drifting away.
When in doubt, for Charlie Morton, go to that curveball.
All right, I'm on Discord now there, Mav.
He'll use that, and he uses it when he's ahead, when he's behind. It doesn't really matter. Sometimes he tries to break it bigger than others, but he's got supreme command in it, and very confident.
Give me a second, I'll get little Mav up.
Sorry, I don't have radios go off, but
50th pitch of the ball game for Charlie Morton.
There you go.
30 of them have been strikes so far.
Oh, we got little Mav in the Dodger uniform, though. That's
The White Sox have certainly been
better
making
fix
the
little
40-yard
Mav
work here on his first start
it's all
of the
right.
season.
Let it roll.
Morton still has a good
you know that ain't gonna happen.
95 is plenty to go with that curveball and straight change.
Too OCD for that.
Yeah.
How fitting was that ad by Old National Bank? No curveballs here. We don't want a curveball.
Almost time to be off work.
Let's go, Sheets. 2-2.
The reason why I put that in the chat,
There's
if
a
somebody
breaking,
wants,
but he missed, and Gavin is
if they want me to do a
some
game, I
pretty
can't
close
see the
pitches
chat
to
right now
Chicago.
because I'm on Discord. But if they want me to do a game, let me know in the chat. I'll possibly do a game. I have to look when I get home, when I get on my computer. So.
Oh, there's plenty of late games tonight. There was only 2 early games, so
Okay.
that's going to be out number 3.
Atlanta leads at 1-0 after 3.
So Atlanta still leads 1-0 after 3. We're going to head to the top of the 4th. Yeah, I can't seem to find where I got little Mav at. Well, I guess we are going to leave little Mav as a Dodger.
Yeah, 10-4.
I just can't seem to find where he's at.
Alrighty. Yeah, that's all right. Let it roll. No worries.
Oh, I bet I know how I could tell. Co-host Cam Team Emoji. All right. I know where she's at. Now we're cooking with butter.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Here's little Mav.
A little yellow stuff, that's usually not too good. But here it is. It's out past Aurora. It's heading. This is where we are here in sunny Chicago.
There we
and
go.
As you can see, it's
there's
coming.
little
So
little Mav with the Braves
score a couple
uniform.
runs, move along this more quickly, and go get them. So that's what we got. That's what it looks like. And it's coming this way. We're not going to be able to avoid it. It's just a question of getting as many in as we can and getting on top.
Yep. Yeah, that's another thing that's all important here for us today. We need to get the runs. We need to get on top because they are supposed to have a hell of a storm coming in at 3.
The old part of the storm team.
So we could see it called due to weather.
Matt Olson lays off that changeup. 2-1 the count.
All right, 2-1 the count to Matt Olson.
Plate for the Braves.
Olson 0 for 1 on the day. He had a fly out in the second. With a chopper right up the center, caught by the pitcher, over to first, out number 1.
Time for moments that never get old. Old National Bank get old. On this date in 2011, the White Sox opened the season in Cleveland with an offensive explosion, blistering Cleveland 15-10.
Again, welcome in everybody. Appreciate you stopping by. I'm here with my co-host, Mr. Maverick from Maverick Sports, who gets commentating from sitting inside his loader while he's at work.
Well, this is going to be kind of interesting.
So he might not have a lot to say, guys and gals, because he is concentrating on what he's doing there at work. Oh, we got a zebra.
So they're looking at Chris Flexen.
Oh, they're looking at him.
And they're going to examine, they're going to feel it, and try to figure out what exactly it is.
Does he got some foreign substance? They're sure as hell checking him out. He's got something bleeding through on the pants.
Are they looking at Chris Flexen?
Yep. Looks like he's okay though. The ump did the old across the throat like, nope, nothing.
Dirt all over the infield.
That was like going through the TSA line. They were not
checking.
messing around to check to make sure.
Boy, it's got to be a cold one there in Chicago today.
This time to Marcelo Zuna.
From what I heard, they said it was what, 44, 45 degrees?
Well, yeah,
with a
it's
wind chill of
like
maybe
that.
20.
I feel like the elbow pads have become more and more elaborate.
I'd say it's something like that for sure.
That looks more like a hockey style.
Yeah, I think from a hitting standpoint, that revolutionized hitting.
Remember, guys and gals, hit that thumbs up. If you like what you see and you do enjoy the content that we're putting out, and you ask yourself, what can I do to help this guy out, to repay this guy a favor? Well, simply hit that thumbs up.
Is that fair, you think?
No, that's the easiest way. It's free, absolutely free to do, and it's one of the most useful things for us streamers, because it tells the algorithm that you like the content, and the algorithm will push us to a broader audience. And us being a small-time streaming channel, trying to get up there and compete with the big guys, we need all the support we can get. So definitely hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. Greatly appreciated.
What do we call this?
And also, guys and gals, we do accept super chats, super thanks, and super stickers. As well as you can now purchase monthly memberships between 3 different memberships to the channel. So check that stuff out. We have all kinds of stuff here for you. Ozuna with a foul ball. 3-2 the count. So we're going to do that again.
And we just looked at the weather report for today, but it's important because we look at the weather for the rest of this week, and we're not sure about the weather and how it's going to cooperate with the games on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah, we certainly want to get this one in, and then we'll worry about
ball
the
again.
next 2 on the next 2
We're going
days.
to bring it back. We'll try it again.
A little shaky the next couple of days, however.
You're hearing that first off right here, guys and gals. The weather may affect the next couple games. So tomorrow night is a 7:40 Eastern game start, 6:40 Eastern Central. Marcell Ozuna is going to have a base hit out to right field. So we have 1 out, runner on first in the top of the 4th, with the Braves leading 1-0.
It's a party you don't want to miss, and that's Saturday, April 6th on NBC Sports Chicago Plus.
It's a Blackhawks fan in the stands. I'm looking through the stands right now. I see somebody behind the White Sox dugout wearing shorts.
I just don't know what game to do yet. I'll see when I get home.
Well, I'm sure you don't want a super late one. You don't want to be up until 1 o'clock in the morning, but...
Heck no, because I got to turn around and be back up at 4:30.
Yeah.
Seems like a
But you do like
sketchy plan to me.
you should be home, what, like 4 o'clock my time, isn't it?
Making up for it.
Yeah, well, yeah, I should be home by
That's
then.
going to be a base hit. That might bring Marcellus home.
They're waving in Ozuna.
Oh, no. Get back, Marcel.
Breaks as the relay came
He's still a little fat, man.
Hey, little fat man can run.
Harris with a double. Oh, they were waving it at home, but then they're like, oh, no.
Harris wasn't running. Not Harris, rather. Ozuna wasn't running like he wanted to score here.
No, he wasn't.
Thought, right here, he's going to check it up. Then he was given the go-ahead, much to his surprise. And he was able to stop. He'd have been
maybe if he was only 20 years younger.
Big hook, but it stayed out. Ball 1 to Arcia.
So now, ball 1 to Arcia. We have 1 out. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Top of the 4th.
Kind of did give him that look like, wait, you're waving me in?
Yeah, a little surprised.
That's going to be strike 1.
Ball in the outside corner, 1-1. So Flexen found himself in his first jam in the 3rd, gave up 1. Finds himself in another here in the 4th inning. That one is well hit to center. Robert Jr. will see that.
That's going to drop in over the center fielder's head. So Marcellus is going to score.
A 2 RBI double.
That is a 2 RBI double. Harris came home as well. So Arcia with a 2 RBI double. Puts the Braves up 3-0.
Driven in. And Arcia
hey, they must have caught wind of that weather coming, so getting a little antsy.
It's either a change or a cutter.
Yeah, I mean, they said it right away in the broadcast that,
no chance
or at least when
and the Braves add to their lead.
When the sound first come on for me for the radio broadcast, they said that they're supposed to have a real bad storm at 3, so they said better get to playing, boys.
Single by Ozuna, double by Harris, and then the 2 RBI double by Arcia.
Yeah, I mean, you look at any part of this lineup, and they can all do you some damage. Flexen so far has handled the top of this lineup, but it's been the bottom part. The last 5 hitters have 5 hits.
Flexen's changeup missing inside to Travis d'Arnaud. d'Arnaud doubled and scored his last time.
d'Arnaud's got face mask, everything on, man. You know what he looks like with that? He's got a face mask and almost looks like the big old ski goggles. They're not ski goggles, but they're the great big old sunglasses, you know, that are real big.
Exactly why this lineup is as tough as it is, because you know
it looks like a set of ski goggles.
Going to hit anybody.
Reminds me of SWAT 4.
And when the bottom part is
usually back in the day when we played SWAT 4, what the guys look like with their helmets on.
Yeah,
what it looks like. I can't believe how many of them are all dressed like that.
Just one out here.
Big old
of the 4th.
Acuna's got the whole head and face mask thing on.
Maldonado keeps that changeup in front of him.
One of the big advantages.
Oh, since it's cold up there, they want to stay warm. I don't blame them.
For so long.
You can tell the guys that aren't used to the cold.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be able to go anywhere. I mean, think if you're
because this weather, dude, you know, I mean, I don't know if I'd be out there like they are.
Second base,
but
you're not going any place at second in this organization.
Many times you leave and you don't wear a coat or nothing.
For a long time. So they've got a lineup that's going to be around, which means they're going to keep developing. And as they develop, they're going to have very talented players available in trades for if the Braves need something, and they usually do every offseason.
Don't have my chat up
this year. That's something that they're going to be able to do a lot of as that pickoff play.
Oh, really?
Lets them know you're thinking about them, but that's about it.
Well, think about the trade that the Braves pulled off with the
Oh, that's too bad, Kenneth.
Bummer over. We got pieces in
Kenneth says yes, do a game, and George Smith said yes, do a game for you, Mav.
For both sides got what they wanted. Both sides are very happy with the pieces.
All right, I'll see what games there are. That's not really too late for me, but kind of right within my wheelhouse of being online. So I'll check that when I get home.
Sitting in the pen, and I would think if he doesn't get Kelnick, we're going to see the ever-present Brian Shaw. Who has not been ever-present this year so far, but usually.
Isn't it interesting? After one time
It's
through the order,
almost time
the
to go,
adjustments that have been
ladies
made,
and gentlemen.
being able to see the ball out of his hand from the same spot every time. Big league hitters make adjustments, the good ones.
Those adjustments have turned into a 3-0 lead for the Braves here in the top of the fourth. 1-1 to Kelnick. In for a strike. Right at the bottom of the zone with that changeup. Bottom of the order making it happen here in the top of the fourth inning. After Kelnick, it'll be Acuna. Time taken. The ball is on the field down the left field line. Came out of the White Sox bullpen.
Okay, so we need to pause that up. That's a little bit. I'll get the radio broadcasts up to synced in.
Member of the field security jogs down there to grab it.
That's the backup ball guy.
Yeah, that's a good call. If that guy were on the security team, we're in bad shape.
Yeah. Unless you're the guy running from him.
The backup ball guy. Too deep on the ball dude chart. Here's the 1-2. This time. Curve nowhere near.
Yeah, that might be a little bit better.
Skies overcast again here at the ballpark. Had a brief moment of sunshine with a window through the clouds. No shadows on the field right now. 2-2 pitch. Kelnick lifts one towards foul territory, going back towards the tarp. Moncada, he's at the tarp with the Roon, makes the catch. He had just enough real estate to get over there and make the play. And 2 down here in the fourth inning. So it'll be in the hands of Ronald Acuna. Braves have scored twice
so
here in the top of the fourth inning on a 2 RBI double from Orlando Arcia. Acuna 0 for 2, but he had a fielder's choice that drove in a run. He was hustling up the line, stayed out of a double play. Now looking to drive one in. His pitch in for a called strike. Well, that curveball looked like it never had the zone.
All right, so we got Acuna up the bat. 2 outs, runners on first and second.
Darno at first, Arcia at second. 1-0, good swing, fouled back. With a fastball in on the inner third there, but nothing in 2. Acuna all bundled up. Sleeves on. Navy socks up to the knees. 2. Ground ball out to third. Moncada's got it. Takes it to the bag. Gets the force out of the incoming
That's
Orlando
force out on
Arcia.
third, so that's 3. We're going to head to the bottom of the fourth.
Score 2
Atlanta
runs
Braves
on 3
leading
hits.
3-0.
No errors and 2 left.
Bring excitement.
Got a little quiet there, Mr. Maverick.
I am still here. I'm I'm pushing in some 89s. We're running at an 89s out there on the front pile out there where I'm loading in, so I'm back here pushing them in. So
hey, my back-end analytic tells me that I've had 12 views. And what's funny is how have I had 12 views when I've had 19 concurrent viewers?
I think that's completely wrong. I think.
Yeah, something's not right with it. And it tells me that the average view duration has been 56 minutes.
Wow. That's a lot of retention time there.
Well, yeah. I'll tell you what, if it wants to mess up and give me the retention time, I'll take that.
You got that right.
That's too bad. Kenneth says Vanteo Davis has died at 35. He's an NFL player. Our condolences go out to him and his family and all of his friends for sure.
Who was it?
Vanteo Davis.
Who did he play for, Kenneth?
It'll be DeYoung, Lopez, and Maldonado coming up for Chicago. About an inning or so ago, Joe and I were talking about the White Sox old home, Comiskey Park. And if you were to come to this ballpark here,
CeeLo said
field,
that
you'd notice a feature here that would look familiar.
He couldn't find the 3D interactive, and if he could, he says it's not working for him.
Called strike.
So he's wondering if it's a pay, if it's because we got a paid
pinwheels on the top of the scoreboard. That's a feature that was on the scoreboard.
I told him I can't check that out until after the stream.
And those
once the stream's done, I'll log out of my account
blue,
and see if I can
green, yellow. Those were a Bill Veeck creation back in 1960. And we're there in the ballpark at Comiskey.
Oh, yeah.
There by
yeah, that probably, it makes sense that it probably would be.
He was watching a movie that had Jimmy Cagney in it. The movie was called The Time of Your Life.
Because they give the interactive out to everybody for free.
Of course, heard of James Cagney.
True.
Which on the way, that'll be swung on and missed.
I was thinking
but like you said, unless he's behind a pop-up blocker.
The character in the film was always playing pinball. And on those pinball machines towards the finish of the film,
that's possible too.
And there was the darndest racket and flashing of lights you ever saw or heard. And he thought to himself, why can't a ballpark have such a symphony of sound and lights? Those are his words. And they've carried that over from the old ballpark. And they've been here for 34 seasons. Topped the scoreboard in center field. There's a called strike on Nicky Lopez.
It is definitely unique to Chicago. Pretty cool.
Yeah, very unique.
Foul ball.
Foul ball by Nicky Lopez.
I mean, Bill Veeck had some outrageous ideas.
0-2 the count, one out. Bottom of the fourth.
Promotions for baseball. Disco night was not one of them.
The old disco demolition night that ended
Another
in a
foul ball.
Disaster. Here's the 0-2 to Nicky Lopez. Lifted foul into the upper deck along the third base side. I think Bill Veeck was always thinking if he saw something that caught his mind, he wanted to see it in a ballpark.
Yeah.
3-0 Braves in the bottom
Chopper
of the fourth.
Over. Morton gets it. Tosses to Matt Olson. That's out number 2.
Good play by Charlie coming off the mound first base side. Gloves it and throws over to first base. And that gets through. Would have been a really tough play for Ozzie to sprint in and get the speedy wheels of Nicky Lopez.
Is Bill Veeck in the Hall of Fame?
That's a good question.
I don't know. He should be. And I think there are other people like that. I mean, obviously he was an owner, but there are other people who should be in the Baseball Hall of Fame who were innovative.
Big swing and a miss.
Special to their team.
Or no, he did. Okay, my apology. Got a hold of it. That was a foul ball.
He was inducted in 1991 as part of the Veterans Committee.
All right. But think about Walter Banks, our own Walter Banks in Atlanta, and how
Maldonado is 0 for 1 on the day.
And to the fans.
Swing and a miss.
Look forward to seeing
two.
him.
Definitely. One swung on, missed.
Nancy Faust, who was the organist here for years and did the hey, 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 nah, 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 goodbye.
Right.
For the home runs. She got that started and was so popular. wrote down another one. Bob Shepard, the PA announcer for the Yankees.
The best to ever do it, if you ask me.
Yeah. These guys have a place in the Hall of Fame, too, I think.
The two. Maldonado takes the ball high.
Change the interactive around a little bit. We'll go fan control.
There's some legendary people who never put on spikes. Well, that's a good list of them. Charlie Morton searching for a 1-2-3 inning. 1-2, misses high. It was actually Bill Beck's idea to have Harry Carey sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" when he was a White Sox announcer.
Yeah, that started here over at Old Comiskey.
2-2. Going outside, 3-2.
Full
Think
count,
about Harry
3-2.
singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." A lot of people think of seventh inning stretch at Wrigley Field. Well, that started right here on the south side, and he took it with him when he became a Cubs broadcaster. 3-2 pitch. That's popped up. Shouldn't be a problem. Looking up, Austin Riley at third, coming in onto the grass next to the mound.
Riley has it. That'll be out number 3.
Snow cone catch. Flavor is vanilla, and that's out number 3.
So we're going to head to the top of the 5th. 3-0 Atlanta over the Chicago White Sox. They're trying to beat out the rain. I should maybe look up the radar.
Oh, Vontae Davis? Oh, okay, yeah. I know who you're talking about now, Kenneth. Okay. I know who you're talking about now.
All right, so why don't we do this here?
Joe.
Hey, Ben.
Yes, sir.
How much did you enjoy that sunshine?
About 8 minutes worth of spring weather. Now it's out of here.
Oh, man. It's suddenly very dark here. We need to get this 5th inning in for sure, right?
Yes, we do.
2:25 local time. Yeah, they're talking about 3 o'clock rain. Let's hustle this up. Northside Hospital for a healthier future together. Look to Northside. Lights are on, of course, and have been from the first pitch. Ozzie has lined up and walked. 3-0 Atlanta. Flexen back out there. And he delivers curveball, down low, ball 1. Flexen's got a whole long list of repertoire. Talked about the cutter and the curveball and the changeup. Swing and a line drive to deep right by Ozzie. He's got Fletcher turned around. But a nice adjustment out there by Dominic Fletcher on the warning track on a hard hit top spin line drive, and he makes the catch for the out.
George and
man, that was smoked. Second time Ozzie's
George and Kenneth, let me know what game.
At 102.
What game would you guys like
harder
to
than either of the homers he hit in Philly.
listen to tonight?
Austin Riley's flied out and grounded out. And Cotta made a good play on him last time up. Check swing on a breaking pitch for a strike. Austin got off to a slow start in the series in Philadelphia, but he finished strong, 3 for 13 with 2 doubles. The 0-1 over but low to even the count. Flexen's career record, 27-34, but an ERA about 5. This is outside, 2-1. Only 2 guys had higher ERAs than he did last year in Major League Baseball. One of them was Adam Wainwright, shockingly. Wind in the pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Austin had a good rip at that. That bounces off the facing of the upper deck. Count even, 2-2. Wind in the pitch. Way outside, full count. 83 pitches for Flexen.
So long, everybody.
No one throwing in the White Sox bullpen now.
The radar
Shaw had been up earlier. And to the plate. Outside, ball 4. 1 out, walk. That is the 3rd walk issued by Flexen, and that might get their bullpen busy again. Tell you what, if you're in the bullpen today and you got a nice little spot, you know, in their little cubby holes out there with the heaters going,
right,
and the phone rings, it's like everybody's probably going, no,
there we go.
No.
Let it go to voicemail.
Yeah.
There we go.
Let
So next time,
go. Pick Ingram.
as you heard them in the broadcast,
Maldonado's going to go to the mound and
they're talking that we need to get past the 5th because come 3 o'clock it's supposed to.
It'd be great
it's
if you had
supposed to
somebody
storm
next to the
pretty
phone
bad.
who would pick it up and say, the party you're trying to reach is not available right now. Please leave a message and they'll get back to you.
I think they have to cut the stream short because of
Shaw again, who's
a
beginning
rained
to
out
loosen
game.
up. For Matt Olson, who has flied out and hit a tapper back to the mound. Matt was 4 for 14 in Philadelphia, a homer and 3 doubles. And 4 RBIs. Ozzie had the most RBIs. He had 5. Stretch in the pitch. Swung on, line softly to right field. That's going to get down in front of Fletcher. Stopping at second base is Riley. That was a little bit off the end of the bat, but Matt will take it. His first hit of the day. And the 6th for the Braves. 1st and 2nd. And Pedro Grifol is coming out. And that's going to end the day.
That's going to end the day for the White Sox pitcher.
Call to the bullpen.
So we got a pitcher change.
Sports CBD, the official CBD partner of the Atlanta Braves and athletes everywhere. Now available to all 4 Georgia Hemp Company Atlanta area locations. Live like a champion today with Simply Sport. I'll tell you about.
Bring excitement to.
So while they got that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to check out the radar here. You know, I'm not even sure where the stadium is exactly.
I know it's on the south side of Chicago.
That's yeah, as you see that's the storms are moving in fast. Up there it goes all the way to 355. So yeah, they are going to get hit. Here it comes again for the time lapse of it.
California,
Right,
went to the
so
same
they're
high
back.
school as Randy Johnson, 6'1", 225 pounds, in his 13th season in the big leagues. And this is his first appearance this season. He's been with Cleveland, Arizona, Colorado, Seattle, and was with Chicago last year. And the veteran on in favor of the right-hander, Chris Flexen.
He's got a good arm, throws hard.
Remember, everybody, be sure to hit that thumbs up. We did reach our 10 like goal.
92 to 96 range.
Really, we'd like to set a 20 like goal to reach every
First and second.
stream.
One out.
Like I said, the more likes we get on the following stream, the better the YouTube algorithm pushes us. So please, if you haven't done so,
both runners belong to Flexen. 4 and a third inning, 6 hits, 3 runs so far, 3 walks and a strikeout.
All right, so that's going to be ball 2 to Marcell Ozuna.
Acuna. Marcell takes in the dirt, backhanded and knocked down by Maldonado. Livermore, California, that's a little bit east of the Bay Area, I believe. Stretching the pitch, swung on, lifted in the air to right center field and fairly deep. Fletcher circling, still circling, and in front of the track, he'll make the catch.
Well, looks
Tagging
like
and moving over to third is Riley. Olsen will stay at first.
Riley goes to third. Olsen stays at first.
So the Braves have him on the corners.
That
with
was
2
a pop
out.
fly
Michael
for
Harris, who doubled
Marcell.
left center his last time up. Michael grounded out his first time. Thrown out on another good play on a swinging bunt down the third base line. Moncada got him on a bang play that looked like could have gone Michael's way, but
ball 1.
apparently did not. Shaw to the plate, down again in the dirt, backhanded by Maldonado.
Harrison's looked pretty good today. Up at bat.
Olsen at first, Riley at third. 3-0 Braves. We're in the 5th.
Oh.
Need to get through this inning to be official.
I'll call that one a strike. That was no questionable. Michael Harris is 1 for 2 on the day. He had a double in the 4th. That brought in
If you just joined us and unaware, is threatening weather in Chicago. All 3 days we're here, and rain supposed to start here about 3 o'clock. Shaw fires just off the plate outside. 2-1. Michael 6 for 13 in Philadelphia with a homer, and man, he made the last out yesterday, and it was a
pitch.
Rocket at Castellanos right out of
foul ball.
2-1.
Sent that one right down first base line.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but the uncalled or foul.
The Braves was trying to signal fair.
It went all the way to the corner, man.
Tom Hanahan, and it was a fair ball. Just missed the bag.
Just missed the bag, he says.
Yeah. That's what they all say.
2-2. Shaw checks the runners.
What we got here?
Waiting. And time called just as he was about to deliver. Michael called time. Michael still had his timeout in his pocket and used it wisely. It's like Shaw was trying to wait till the last second that he had to deliver, and Michael spoiled that. So now let's see what happens.
Down in the dirt.
3
and 2, full boat.
1, and he delivers down in the dirt. Full count. He's trying to freeze Harris. I mean, with good reason. It is cold and windy. Guys begin to water a little bit. You get a little stiff at the plate.
And Michael
2 outs, runners on the corner. Foul ball.
Also be running on the pitch.
Bring
2
it back
out,
and do it
and the
again.
pitch. Swung on, hit hard, but foul. Third base side this time. The first ball boy comes up with it cleanly. No need for the backup. Even it went down to one knee, which was interesting because
let's go field
it took him
vision.
longer to get up than it did to go down. Again, the runner goes, and the pitch in the dirt. Nice at bat by Michael Harris. who takes a free pass. That'll load him up for Orlando Arcia, who delivered a 2-run double back in the 4th.
Oh, nice, Russell.
First walk issued by Shaw. Orlando 6 for 12 in Philadelphia with 2 doubles. He's 1 for 2 here today with a double.
I'll tell you, George, I don't know where the stadium is on that radar.
And a miss. After a high fastball.
I just seen your guys' chat. Sorry, it was underneath another window, so I couldn't see it.
3-0 Atlanta. Trying to add on.
Russell says he's been to all 3 Braves stadiums. You guys are lucky.
Olsen. And
I've never been to any.
From third to first. Now pitch in the dirt. Bounces all the way up to the backstop. Riley will score easily. Everybody moves up 90 feet.
Oh, wild pitch. That brought Riley in.
Who had thrown several in the dirt and handled by Maldonado. Martin.
So everybody moved up a base. Riley scored. So we have runners on second and third, 2 outs. It is now 4-0 lead. Atlanta Braves over the Chicago White Sox.
Olsen as the next runner. Maybe he could have taken a peek at home.
Right. So now second and third.
We'll take
1-1 the count.
We'll take it.
We'll take that.
We'll take it, but
1-2.
But really, it's hard for them to get a good grip on the ball and whatnot with it being so cold, I'm
Flexen.
sure.
Yeah.
Arcia now 1-2 in the count. 2 outs. Runners on second and third, top of the 5th. 4-0 lead over the White Sox.
But the Braves do tally a run thanks to that wild pitch. They do it on a hit, a couple of walks, leave a couple. We go to the bottom of the 5th.
Swing and a miss.
Atlanta.
That's going to be strike 3. So we're going to head to the bottom of the 5th, and we'll see if the White Sox can't get themselves on the board. Remember, everybody, get your votes in. Get your chat votes in. Boy, for as many people as we supposedly have had come through here, we've only had 15 votes.
Trash people come out here more. Do that, don't do it. That's about right.
Yeah, Arcia struck out, unfortunately. Hey, something you guys will have to do. Either come comment, and I'll actually put something up in the community on the community page. I'd like to have your guys' feedback of the new interactive of what view you like to watch the most in it, or do you have a preference that I flip through the view more often or whatnot? Oh, we can check the weather again real quick. If they are back,
very dark here.
We'll go ahead and kill the interactive again.
Fletcher singled his first time.
I'll go lock the gate and I'll head to the shop.
Left-handed hitter.
You'll fill up and go home.
Of the bottom of the 5th is outside, ball 1. 68 pitches for Charlie, 42 strikes. 1-0, inside 2-0. It's a long half inning, top of the 5th. Pitching change and all. Kind of hard to stay warm if you're Charlie. 2-0. There's one right in there. 2-1.
2-1 the count.
I know, right?
But he's also Taking a peek at the forecast, which, oh, by the way, my rain app says it's going to rain in 5 minutes.
Okay.
I was on the
Swing
CB
line
there.
drive, speared by Ozzie to his right. Fletcher with another hard hit ball. This time it was too low, and Ozzie
catching a line drive out there, so that's going to be out number 1.
Top of the order, and Benintendi, who has lined out and grounded out.
I think they said either by the 5th or 6th inning they can call a
Grab a
game.
bottle or 10 or 11 or 12 of the original Louisiana brand hot sauce. The
If it's
official
over
hot
halfway.
sauce of the Atlanta Braves. Benintendi takes a strike. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce. Flavor favors the bold. Bring the heat, Charlie. Here he comes. A little outside. 1-1 the count. Benintendi signing as a free agent. Swings and puts a charge in one to center field, but Braves have a guy there, and
Off
his name
center
is
field,
Michael
that's
Harris
caught.
II, and he puts it away, 2 down.
2 out.
2 out. So once they get through this, then the
Yohan
game can be
Moncada
called.
is 2 for 2. He's had a good day defensively and with the bat.
He talks at his phone
Single
app
in the
says
first, dropped the
it's
double
supposed to
down
rain
the
in
left
5
field
minutes.
line his last time up. Charlie quickly to work.
You get the 3rd out, 4 minutes later, the bottom
And
falls
good
out, and
fastball,
guess
but
what?
miss, I guess, a
Game.
little outside. Ball 1.
Ooh.
And Morton working quickly. Fires a cutter in there. Looked like a changeup. Beg your pardon. First strike. 1-1. Charlie's walked a couple. He's hit a batter. He's also struck out 5. 1-1. High 2-1.
Sorry, guys, I could not see the chat, so you're kind of typing me. I'm just saying in the chat, and my buddy here will tell me what you guys said. So
Yeah, I got to keep remembering to bring my chat up.
2-2.
Yep.
I'm
Really
trying
like
to
Charlie's
get
fastball today.
trying to get them
It's going out
synced
nice,
up
isn't it?
again,
Sure
so I
is.
wasn't paying attention.
Oh, okay.
Back to the plate. It's 2-2. Fouled off. Out of play. Got that one by him.
Yeah. Oh, sit down.
Joe Ben and Jay Chad with you from frigid guaranteed rate field in Chicago. Braves and White Sox. Braves on top 4-0. The wine and the 2-2 again. Swung on. Line foul. Moncada will not go quietly. I asked why the White Sox are playing a day game on a Monday, and I was told that typically this time of year it's hard to get folks to the ballpark because of the weather, so they'd rather play in the daytime than night.
Okay.
Got a better chance to get some folks out here. Next pitch, high, full count. I mean, that part makes sense to me. You never know what the weather's going to bring in Chicago, of course.
Right. Cubs also opening at home today. That's pretty abnormal.
That's weird. Playing at the same time.
That's going to be
Line drive. Ozzy's
line drive to Ozzy again. Out number
Moncada with another
3.
hard hit ball, but Ozzy speared 2 of them this inning. And we're going to call that our Truist play of the game, brought to you by Truist. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank. Truist Bank. Member.
The Midwest right now is sure getting pounded with storms, like through Oklahoma.
Yeah, we're going to bring up the interactive here again.
Yeah.
I really don't know where the stadium is, actually, you know?
It's south side, just below the river.
Head to the pressure.
10-4.
That's probably the storms that are coming in through this one that just hit. So I think it's probably somewhere in this area here, and all these storms coming through is what's catching them.
What else? Brian Fenner. It's time for the Georgia Lottery home run jackpot inning. Braves hit a homer this inning. Clay Melvin from Ackworth will win $1,150. Travis Darno will lead it off.
All right, so we got Detroit leading it off.
In the sixth, and a strike call from
already
Shaw.
had a strike call.
If you'd like to enter for your chance to win at least $1,000
That's
from the
gonna be
Georgia
a pop
Lottery,
fly out
visit
shallow.
680thefan.com/GA Lottery.
Second
Georgia
baseman
Lottery
under
today
it.
could
Caught
be the day.
for the out.
Papa
Out number one.
by Darno, right side. Lopez drifting, backpedaling onto the outfield grass, makes the catch. Again, the wind has picked up. It's gotten darker, and rain is imminent.
A little colder, too.
Oh, I hadn't noticed.
Yeah, I'm sure I got a delay
Kelly
where I'm ahead of the
singled his first time
interactive.
up.
I'm actually
Munoz
using
also fouled out.
I'm using the interactive and radio broadcast
1-2.
and a video
Shaw in
broadcast.
relief of Chris Flexen misses low ball one. Kelnick was 5 for
Go ahead.
7 in Philadelphia with a couple of RBIs.
I'm already over here.
Shaw to the plate, the foul ball straight back. Kelnick was right on it. 1-1. I don't get these pitchers that work in cold weather with no sleeves on. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, he's got none on. Charlie at least had the sleeves down just past the elbows.
Yeah. Shaw delivers. Strike call. Pretty good pitch. I mean, if you've got some kind of liniment, do you even make liniment anymore? That's really old. That. Next pitch to Kelnick. Backdoor pitch missed. 2-2. I mean, that stuff would light you up. You didn't know if you were cold or hot, but your arm was on fire. Kelnick takes off the plate again.
I remember the first time I saw some of that stuff. It looked like something that would be made at NASA or something. Orangish.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Old Grady would just slather it on, too. Okay, Dad, that's plenty. That's good. I'm good.
It is time to go home.
Between your toes. Swing and a miss by Kelnick. Had a good hack, good at bat, but he comes
Almost
up
that
empty.
time now.
Second strikeout for Shaw.
So Kelnick with the strikeout, so 2 down.
Inning, back to the top of the order. Ronald is 0 for 3, is struck out, and he's bounced into a fielder's choice twice.
We got to see old Cunha pick it up.
Yesterday with 3 strikeouts. He's 0 for his last 7. Pitch to him, swing and a miss.
His
Good
batting
batters
hasn't
out here in
been on
center field.
as sharp as he has been in the past.
Yeah.
Scoreboard above that. The 0-1 lined in the left center field. So much for that over.
There you
Go
go.
over and backhand it just shy of the track. And yet another extra base hit.
Going to
for the
have a
Braves.
standing
double
double
with
for
2
Ronald
out.
Acuna Jr.
That ball jumped off his bat.
112 miles an hour. Sounded great ringing through this ballpark.
Ozzy's hit the ball hard twice today. Nothing to show for it. He's lined out to Fletcher and
Yeah,
right field
Stop
twice.
by the channel if you're new to here and you're just
And
now
he has
joining
walked in
us.
between.
We have the Atlanta
Ronald
Braves
folds
on
his
top
arms
of
on
the
his
Chicago
chest.
White
He
Sox
was really
4-0
cold out there at
We are
second base.
in top of the 6th
He
inning.
forgot to put his sliding glove on.
It's like
takes
Ozzy
low ball
Albies
one.
is up to bat.
That'll to warm up one of his hands. Why
That's
not take
gonna
two
start
of them
out
out
ball
there?
one.
Like mittens, you know?
Yeah.
We had J-Chad up here in the booth with his gloves and stocking cap on earlier. Whatever it takes. Ozzie puts a charge and another one to right field. That's got a chance to get out of here. And
it's back! It's back!
Off the wall.
Off the wall!
It's going to be another double.
Acuna will score. Ozzie to second base. That will be an RBI double for Ozzie Albies.
Above the yellow line because it
Atlanta Braves now take the lead 5-4.
Finally got a call from the first
extend
base
the
umpire,
lead. My
Tom
apologies.
Hanahan.
Extend the lead.
But
5-4.
three hard-hit balls
5-0.
by Ozzie, and the only thing that kept that in the park was the wind.
Yeah, that thing was socked.
5-0.
And that bounced on the warning track.
Bog zip.
Just beyond the outstretched glove of Dominic Fletcher. And it looked like it bounced over the wall and came back into me.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But it's a double nonetheless, and Riley steps up and hooks one down the left field line. That's going to drop in front of Benintendi.
That's going to drop in.
Ozzie's going to score. Riley will hold up at first, so a little two-out lightning for the Braves. Two-out double by Acuna, followed by Ozzie Albies double, and now Riley with a single. And the Braves are up 6-0.
Braves are up 6-0. 2 outs, runner on first, top of the 6th.
Well, both of those pitches from Shaw were right down the middle. And Ozzie and Austin jumping on both of them, barreling them up. And perfectly placed down the left field line there for Austin.
Damn it.
And that's his first RBI of the year.
I'm going to get it set that the chat will run through my OBS.
Pitch, ball one.
Yeah.
Because generally I just go to the webpage and I pop the chat out and I set it on.
No runs,
set it on
3 hits for the White Sox.
Just off to the side.
Ball, 1-1.
But then when I click on something, it gets behind other windows.
Right.
The 1-1 pitch. Down and in. Matt had to get his hands out of the way.
Watching Matt down in the dugout before he emerged for this at bat. And as long as he could, he stood down there by that heater at the end of the dugout.
He waits. Sends one foul off the screen in front of the Braves dugout. 2-2. Pause for station identification on the Braves radio network.
WCNN North Atlanta, a Dickey broadcasting station. The Atlanta Braves only play on the Fan, 680 and 93.7 FM.
Joe Ben and J-Chad with you from Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago. Cold, windy day, rain imminent. The pitch to Olsen, swung on, lifted to left field, pretty deep. Benintendi drifting back and near the line, but he's going to get there and make the catch to end the inning. But some two-out thunder from the Braves. A couple of doubles, a single. They put 2 more across. They lead 6-0
so
as we go to the bottom of the 6th.
You're not afraid.
Where we're going to see the Chicago White Sox try to come in here and get a score. Will we see Charlie Morton
Mother Nature
for inning number 7?
For Mother Nature at her finest.
Yeah, it still hasn't rained.
I'll give it a few.
Bite your tongue.
Don't you? I bet you I can find it. Hold on. Give me a second here.
Remember, get your chat votes in. Who do you think is going to win today's game? Oh, man. Here comes the pitch. Austin Riley just misses the dive.
Are they a guaranteed rate field?
Yeah.
It's West 35th Street and Dan Ryan Expressway, 90 to 94. I found it. Right next to the interstate, right next to Bronzeville.
Wind of the pitch. Pass ball up and away. Charlie.
You got South Commons, Armour Square, Douglas.
Strikes.
Just the stadium's just north of Fuller Park.
Winds and fires, breaking ball, got him to chase it. And Robert has the hat trick. And Charlie's got his 6th strikeout, 3 of them are released.
And the rain is not too far away. Maybe 2 miles, maybe 5 miles at the most.
Robert came in 0 for 3 in his career against Charlie, and he's.
I knew I'd find it.
Had the hat trick today.
Time to go lock this gate and time to go home.
Andrew Vaughn has walked.
I want to jet on out of here, guys. I'll
takes a strike.
I'll try to make it back as soon as I can before the end of the game. If not, stay tuned to my channel. When I get home, I'll see what game is available, and
the White Sox
I'll go from there.
Andrew Leisure?
So I'm gonna get on out of here, guys. So we'll catch you all later.
Jordan Leisure.
All right.
But at your
guys.
leisure, look that up.
Later.
0-2 now.
There you have it, everybody. That was Maverick from Maverick Sports. So we need to shut the Mav off here.
1 and 2. Charlie blowing on his hand.
Cover him
Trying
up.
to get a little warmth in there.
Give me just 1 minute. I'm actually gonna.
1 out, nobody on. 6-0
out the
Atlanta.
scored.
Bottom of the 6th inning. From Chi-Town, south side. Wind of the pitch. Up and away. 2 and 2. Gavin Sheets on deck. Charlie to the plate. Swing and a fly ball to center.
Fly ball to center.
Michael
Harris
gives
has
him
it
ground. Now he
out.
comes in, makes the catch.
Number
2 down.
3.
Fans, you need all the
Number
energy
2.
you can get for game day. We certainly could up here today, that's for sure. At Georgia Power, we know that energy costs are an important part of every budget, and we're committed to providing tools and assistance to make a difference so you can save energy for the game. Learn more at georgiapower.com/myenergy. Brian Snitker has gone to the mound. He's going to
Looks
call
like
it
Charlie's
a day
done for the day.
Charlie.
Congratulations
So he
to
makes the call.
Charlie Morton.
bemoaning the fact you can stream
Oh, you know what?
TV satellite free.
Hey, Frank.
Morton with a phenomenal day today. Where do I live? I live in northern Iowa. Oh, you're talking Mav where he lives. Yeah, he lives there in Atlanta, but he's only 25 minutes from his house. So 25, 30 minutes he'll be home. Depending on traffic, I guess. I'll look into that, Kenneth. I'll see if there's something I can find.
Pitcher Dylan Lee comes on after a tremendous outing
Dylan
from Charlie
Lee
Morton. He
will be
retired the
pitching
last
for the Atlanta
11
Braves.
batters he faced consecutively. And Dylan Lee is out there for the second time this year. No record, no
Thank you
ERA.
for the suggestion, Kenneth.
Had a pretty
I'll
good
look into
spring training, at least to finish
trying to
this
figure
spring.
out
Out
how
there
to
looking
get
for one out to
something
finish up the sixth inning here.
implemented in with that.
Weatherman said it would start raining here at 3 o'clock local time. It's 3:02 where it was when it started raining. And a swing and a miss by Gavin Sheets.
It is raining now, guys and gals.
Braves up 6-0.
And it's coming down pretty good.
To your point about Charlie, the last hit he allowed was to Yohan Moncada, leading off the third. And nobody reached after that. One and one the count. Sheets, a left-handed hitter, waits. Takes the breaking ball for a strike.
Well, Dylan Lee was tossing. If you're sitting here in the ballpark and looking into the outfield, you would not have seen anyone standing around out there. All three of those outfielders during the warm-up period ran into the Braves bullpen to get warm.
I don't blame them. Breaking ball inside.
Guys, looking, that's going to end the sixth.
It's called strike.
So we're heading to the top of the seventh.
He gets his first strikeout.
Atlanta Braves lead 6-0 over the Chicago White Sox. No, I'm not. I'm from Northern Iowa. I just happen to be a Braves fan there, George. I'm actually a Chicago Cubs and the Atlanta Braves fan. The Cubs, all the Chicago teams have always been my teams. I root for them. Lifelong. I've been a lifelong Chicago fan. Blackhawks for hockey, Chicago Bears for football, Chicago Bulls for basketball, baseball, Chicago Cubs more than the White Sox, but But another reason I am a Braves fan is my stepdad. Rest his soul. Was an Atlanta Braves fan. And he was a coast-to-coast truck driver, so when he was home, he made sure we watched the Atlanta Braves play. So I grew up watching Braves games and Cubs games all the time. There you go. Good suggestion, Kenneth. There's only a few of us here, though. I'd like to start out with doing some shout-outs out there, everybody. We'll start out with my co-host that was here, Maverick from over at Maverick Sports. If you look in the top right corner of the Game Interactive, you should see a little slide pop out that comes out with his channel name. You'll find him at youtube.com/@_Maverick Sports. Mav does a lot of game stream stuff like we do here. So if this is the kind of content you like, he'd be a great channel to check out. Moving on further than that, we got On The Go with CeeLo, who again, guys, great streamer, had stopped in the chat earlier in the game. We were conversing. You can check his channel out by going to let's bring it up again. That'll be youtube.com/@OnTheGo with CeeLo. On the Go with CeeLo. Last but not least, we're going to give a shout out to our good buddy Goose from over at Goose Sports. Head on over his channel, check it out. That's youtube.com/@Goose Sports. Great streamers, guys. They got really good, very knowledgeable about the sports that they cover. Great attitudes. There's no power tripping with those guys. So, if that's the kind of streamer you like watching, then definitely check their channels out. One out. Here comes the pitch. Way off to the side. That's out number 2. Dixon Way. I'm not sure who they are, Kenneth. Hey, sometime you should come on my Discord and give me a list, send me like links to all their channels. And I mean, if I could check their channels out and know what they look like and who they are, I don't have a problem with giving them a shout out. But yeah, Kenneth says Dixon Way. Dixon Way channel, guys. Be sure to check them out as well. So now, I didn't have
helping them navigate success after military service. To learn more, go to Warrior.
Here in the 7th inning stretch. Well, no, I get what you're saying, George. I actually do have some soundboard stuff set up, but here in the last few weeks, I've been actually I've been pulling things out because I'll be moving on to a new computer build that I'll be streaming on. I was hoping to have had the build done before the season started, but I wasn't able to get it there.
Is hit deep but foul by Paul DeYoung. Hooked all the way down the left field line. And an 0-1 count.
DeLong just about had a home run. It barely went foul.
Getting heavier and heavier in between innings.
Top of the 7th, the bottom of the 7th.
Dylan Lee ready to bring the 0-1 to Paul DeYoung. Reach and a miss. Just didn't get a piece of it. Found right at the feet of Travis d'Arnaud. And an 0-2 count now. The rain picks up any more. I don't know how they can continue, to be quite honest. Coming down pretty good here on the south side. 0-2 pitch. That'll miss outside. 1-2 on DeYoung. In between innings, they had various
did it clear out the stands. Just the diehards are still there.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Out back. They showed one woman who had a gigantic parka on, had the hood on, and all you could see was her eyes peering out. She had her arms crossed, almost as if to say, why am I here right now? Team's down 6-0. I'm sitting here miserable.
I would ask her the same thing.
Here's a 1-2 pitch. Fouled off the inside of his left foot.
Ball, so we'll do it again.
I don't know what they expected when it comes to crowd reaction shots in this kind of weather inside the ballpark.
Yeah, you know, you should ask him how he does it, Kenneth. I'm sure he just makes a My biggest thing, though, and the reason I haven't done it yet, or I really haven't tried it, is
he is dancing a jig
if you
out
make
of
a browser of it, you're going to shrink down to just that bar part.
He's trying to look at him. He's trying to stay warm.
Mine doesn't have all the games.
He can't stand still, and I don't blame him. And now
you have to hit the arrow to see the rest of them.
It wasn't like this.
And I noticed CeeLo had his where it showed all the games, and he actually had his scroll.
He really, truly can't stand still.
So I'm not sure how he did it. If maybe he zoomed out
there.
You know, made the
if the ball's hit a
browser
certain way,
stretch a little bit more,
jump on it.
which is possible.
Now he's jogging in place. 2-2. Hit up in the air to right field. Ronald over to his left. He's still got one hand in a hand pouch.
Yeah.
And that's into the screen for a foul ball. He just ran across right field with one hand in a hand pouch, refusing to take it out.
Yeah.
The way that he's moving in right field looks like a child who really needs to use the bathroom really bad.
I was thinking the same thing.
They gotta go.
They're cutting loose over there on Ronald, I'm telling you. He's got the whole head unit and face covered up.
Into the upper deck.
He just ran for a foul ball and had his right hand in his little
when they
pouch
shot the
on the
fountains
front
off
as
out
he's
in
running.
center field and then they stopped shooting them off as the inning was about to start. All the spray turned to sleet.
2-2 got him swinging. Went down and in with a changeup.
So naturally, that's the day I got to play.
Right.
Amos Otis said he had had enough when we were getting beat pretty bad. He said, I've had enough. So I went into center field, and I could feel the sleet. I could hear it. And
you know what?
My cap.
You know, there's only a few of us.
What it was.
I'll let the broadcasters do their job.
Field line, and I beat Willie Wilson to it.
There's Nicky Lopez. Ball low and outside.
He was playing left, and I was in center, but I beat him to the ball that went rolling down the left field line. He said, what are you doing over here? I said, I'm freezing to death, man.
Yeah. Dylan Lee knocking some mud from the bottom of his spikes. 6-0 Braves, bottom of the 7th. Very steady, cold rain here on the south side of Chicago. 1-0 pitch. Swung on, missed by Lopez.
It's really beginning to irritate me now because our booth's getting wet.
Yeah.
Jonathan's going to dry out some equipment.
1-1 is low. Yeah, half of our desktop is covered in rain. So I've retreated all my equipment back on the edge.
More napkins. Thank you, Jonathan.
Dylan Lee straightens. Left-on-left matchup with Nicky Lopez. 2-on pitch fouled off. The Braves know that big wins come from bold plays, and that's why the original Louisiana brand hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Atlanta Braves, the original Louisiana brand hot sauce. We need some heat.
No doubt about it.
Flavor favors the bold Louisiana brand hot sauce. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lee deals. Hit in the air to left field. Over towards the line goes Kelnick into foul ground. That hits the screen. By the time he got to the track, it's so slick and cold, he was tiptoeing across it like he was going across ice.
Is Louisiana brand hot sauce going to be mad at us? Because we keep saying, you know, we do the tagline and then we're still talking about bring the heat?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that's the tagline that our listeners know they're by.
Well, I'm just talking to the pitchers. I'm just kind of using that as
some advice for the hurler that night. 2-2, comebacker over the mound, charging, gloving. Arcia fires away and in time. Nice play. Well, that ball really had some English on it when it came off the mound. Took a left turn, but directly to Arcia. And 2 away here in the 7th. I feel like the best indicator of how hard it's raining from our angle is the tops of the dugouts. The top of that third base dugout is pouring on the top of that dugout.
Yeah. If this were a spring training game, they would have already called it.
High fly ball way up into the raindrops to center field. Michael Harris under it. Michael comes fourth, makes the catch, and down go the White Sox. 1-2-3 in the 7th. That's now 4 consecutive 1-2-3 innings for Braves pitchers. We head to the 8th, 6-0 Braves.
The best mornings start with the best morning show in the game. MLB Central.
That's not going to work.
D-Row, Lauren, and Roflo.
It's making both of them scroll.
With a little style.
Crapola.
D-Row's signature breakdowns.
Get in position.
And great guests from all corners of the game.
You got the sun shining today. Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
Get an early jump on game day with MLB Central. Weekday mornings only on MLB Network.
All right, so
MLBnetwork.com for schedule and channel number.
I'll have to figure that out.
Today's first pitch to the night's final out. MLB Network sets the stage for fans every day.
So it'll be interesting to watch what happens here
all season long. See the players who are making a statement.
Hey, let's check out the board, folks.
With live games every week.
Inside the park we go.
Cutting-edge baseball chatter. Plus highlights, analysis, and live look-ins on MLB Tonight.
Yeah,
MLB Network. The game is the star.
Baseball is in full swing, and fans have access to the game's best coverage as Hulu Plus Live TV meets MLB Network. Start your day with MLB Central and stream MLB Network all season on Hulu Plus Live TV. Live TV plan only. Regional restrictions. Blackouts and additional terms apply.
The 8th inning on a rainy day here in Chicago. A 6-0 lead for the Braves. Alongside Joe Simpson and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick. Ben Ingram here with you. Davey Garcia is on the mound now for the White Sox. 5'9", 190-pound right-hander. And he's the 4th pitcher used by Pedro Gaffol today. Braves here in the 8th will have 8, 9, and 1 coming up. Announced attendance of 13,781 for game 1 of this series. Could be the only game of this series, at least for right now. We've been discussing the weather for the last several days and expecting more rain tomorrow and snow come Wednesday. Home plate umpire Eric Bacchus wiping off the plate with a towel. And now Davey Garcia on the mound in place of Leisure.
He throws hard. 94, 97, change up.
His first pitch in there for a called strike on Travis d'Arnaud. Starter Chris Flexen went 4 1/3 innings for the White Sox. Gave up 4 runs on 6 hits. 3 walks and a strikeout. Check swing by Travis and he went. At an 0-2 count on the Braves catcher. And then the right-hander Shaw took over. He gave up 2 runs on 3 hits in an inning and 2/3. Hit 2 and a ground ball to first. That'll be taken on the second hop by Andrew Vaughn. Takes it to the bag, puts his left foot on it. 1 down. Then it was Jordan Leisure on the mound for the White Sox. He had a 1-2-3 inning. And now Garcia. Meanwhile, the Braves have Tyler Matzik tossing in the bullpen. Infield dirt at the corners and really to the left side of the infield starting to shine now. Which misses a little bit high to Jared Kelenic. Definitely a sheen on the warning track all the way around the field. Kelnick fouls one back.
There comes a point where you got to have a little bit of common sense if you're the umpires.
Pitch on the way, bounce about 3 feet in front of the plate.
I mean, the field, as you say, is getting a little shiny, so that makes it a little scary for the managers and their players. They don't want to lose anybody. It's not a one-run game.
2-1 fouled back and heading back for the seats. I don't know that really anyone's interested in that souvenir. Everybody trying to stay dry, stay warm. Over there in the on-deck circle, Ronald Acuna has a towel like he just came out of the shower. He was using it on his helmet. Had his whole head covered with a towel.
Bless his heart. He has got everything he can cover up. He covered it up.
3-2 fouled off.
He's really scuffling.
I mean, he's got the towel in his hands, and he's got his arms crossing his chest, holding the bat under his left elbow. He has no interest in warming up and swinging or anything like that.
No.
It goes at 3-2 to Kelnick. And he swings and misses at strike 3. Two down to the top of the 8th, and here comes Acuna.
It'll be interesting to see how aggressive he is.
He might just stand there.
Yeah. Wouldn't bother me if he did.
He came up the steps of the dugout, had a towel, and just threw the whole thing over his entire head. 2 down, top of the 8th. 6-0 Braves. Acuna swings and misses. Four-seam fastball, 95 from David
Now let's
Garcia.
try that filter. Roll filter.
0-1 pitch on the way. That'll miss high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, given the forecast that we've been looking at for the last few days, just getting in this ball game is a pretty big feat. That'll miss inside. We didn't know if we'd be able to play today.
That's true.
And this is an official game as we're in the top of the 8th inning. 2-1 pitch up and in. That spins him out of there.
Whoa.
Is that the sun peeking
Just
through?
about
Somehow.
It's raining very heavily, and the sun is coming back from down the first base line, shining onto the field. Just enough for there to be a shadow coming off of Ronald Acuna as he climbs into the right-hand batter's box. Quite a weather spectacle here on the south side today. We've seen it all.
Pitcher wants new baseballs, wants a dry baseball. That might be part of the reason why that pitch was so close to Ronald. Got away from him.
There's the 3-1 to Acuna. This time for ball 4.
I know it's a little bit hard to see, though, Just give it a test.
Fifth walk of the day allowed by the
Probably
White
something
Sox
like
pitchers.
that.
Yeah, so far only 1 walk is
Or
scored.
I get, we can put it up
first
top of
4.
the interactive.
Ozzy's had a nice day, hit the ball hard several times. There's a called strike. A couple of loud outs to right field in the 1st and the 5th inning. Then he collected an RBI double in the 6th inning. All they hit in the 6th just about got out of here. Ozzy will swing and miss. Well, the infield is extremely shiny now. Almost looks like snow out there with the angle that we're looking at. 0-2 to Ozzy. He'll loop one foul just to our left. Six-0 Braves, top of the 8th inning.
I mean, even the umpire is trying to dry his hands off and had the bat boy
Hopefully
throw
that'll
the ball
work
to the
for you.
pitcher.
I can't see you guys' chat again
because his hands are
doing
so
live
wet.
edits.
Good grief. Laz Diaz is a crew chief out at second. Let's go.
Here's the
Hey!
0-2.
Hey!
Crack one out towards left center field. That'll lay down for a base hit. Acuna coming around second base, heading for
Thank
third.
you.
Running across the wet dirt.
I know, I told you it's just like watching it.
Boy, Ozzy is swinging it, isn't he?
Sure is. And the umpire's coming together now, and they're going to put the tarp on the field. Well, you've seen those horse races when it's raining. You got those mutter horses. That's what Acuna looked like going around second base.
He's beating everybody off the field, too.
Guess what, boys and girls? Here comes the tarp.
He wants near the heater somewhere.
So at 3:28 Central Time, the tarp is going to come on the field. And who knows when we'll see it come off. We absolutely have no idea. But the good news is it is an official game, but we're in the top of the 8th inning. And as the tarp is onto the field, once action resumes, if it does, the Braves will have runners at the corners with 2 down and a 6-0 lead. And, Joe, they're trying to play fast enough to at least get this ball game through 8, but eventually the rain got the best of us.
Well, some of the long innings, Ben, pitching changes, and the Braves putting some runs on the board, even with some 2-out rallies, really added to the timeline, so it was kind of hard to get it sped up as much as they'd like.
Yeah, so interactive. You're not going to see much from the interactive since they just pulled the tarp on.
You can't separate business and technology.
So there you have it. We're in the top of the 8th yet, and we are now officially under weather delay. Go ahead and get we'll look up here's the radar for the weather. Now this weather interactive runs through 3:55 Central. So what you see on the radar guys and gals, is all the way through 3:55 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're just going to zoom it out so you can clearly see the storms coming through. Again, we are under weather delay.
As soon as the weather breaks, this is the Braves Rain Delay Show on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
Back inside our network studios here in the Battery, Atlanta. Kevin McAlpin joining you. Braves and White Sox currently in a rain delay with 2 down in the top of the 8th inning. And the Braves comfortably in front by a score of 6-0. I got to tell you, it's game 4 of the regular season. It's already rain delay show number 2. Fellas, we are not off to a great start here for the new year. But again, if you want to talk some Braves baseball, we would love to do so with you on the phone lines. 404-231-1680 is our number. 404-231-1680. You want to talk about today's game, the first 4 games of the season. That plus whatever else might be on your mind.
If I was better prepared and had it set up, I would actually call them.
1680. This is Kevin McAlpin. This is Kevin on the phone lines. He's going to be our leadoff hitter today. Kevin, thanks for calling the Braves Rain Delay Show. How are you?
Hey, I'm fine. First-time caller, lifetime Braves fan.
Well, thanks for calling us. Where you been?
Oh, chasing children in Little League Baseball, you name it.
As a father of an almost 9-year-old who plays, I totally get it.
You could spend the weekend doing the same old whatever, or you could conquer the weekend.
Again, sorry about my chat. Yeah. Did you see him? He looked miserable, man. Acuna had every part of his body he could all wrapped up. He's even wrapped up in a towel. Kenneth, is that what you were wanting there for a scroll? Because see, what happens is if I take us out of the 3D interactive, it has it up there at the top. Here, let me or no, I guess, nope. I apologize. I did cut it out of this one. Okay, so. Oh, no, now it's not letting me back in. No. We're going to do a refresh. Oh, crap. Well, looks like we'll have to watch this interactive now. Damn it. I brought us out of it, and they currently got it off because evidently the game is under delay. I'll remember that next time, that if anything like that happens, if you come out of the interactive, you lose it.
And comfortably in front, 6-0 here in the 8th. Rock Haynes joins us next on the Braves Rain Delay Show. What's up, Rock?
Hey, how you doing, man? Go Braves.
Yes, sir.
Greetings from the fountain city of Columbus, Georgia.
Well, we're glad to have you.
Because we got so many fountains.
I love it.
First of all, I've been a Braves fan ever since I was a child when I moved down to Columbus, Georgia.
Bring excitement to your landscape.
That's kind of crazy. They're doing... Oh, there it is. They just cut him off with a commercial.
And my favorite players were the late Hank Aaron.
And it looks like they've done it again. All right, so we're going to cut out Their little sound going on here. I don't know. They cut the radio broadcast too, I think. But yeah, thank you, lady, and anybody else that has complimented about the interactive. It's definitely what I told you guys it was going to be. It was really well last year. I mean, I thought it was great. See you later, lady. Have fun with tomorrow. Well, we're going to leave that one run, but I think what we should do, everybody, is we only have two other games going on, and one is Rockies and the Cubbies, and then the Pirates and the Nationals. We'll just do some bonus coverage while we wait for the Braves game to come back on. Oops. There we go. I'm going to put radio broadcast on. All right, so we got bonus coverage here. Let me get the other interactive. So what we'll do is we'll just switch over to this one. And there we go. We'll have some live bonus coverage of the Pirates and Washington Nationals game while we wait to see what's going to happen under the rain delay. They have evidently pulled the radio broadcast. So I would think if they pulled the radio broadcast that they just haven't announced it yet, but they're probably going to call the game. I mean, the Braves are up, commanding 6-0. They're in the Braves are at bat. They have 2 at bats left. But it is possible. I mean, I'm not saying they couldn't score it.
Picture this.
Oh,
It's
you know what?
Friday
I'm sorry,
afternoon when a
guys.
thought
I
hits
didn't even
you.
turn the sound on until they just had a commercial. I apologize about that. Yeah, we'll hear if the Braves come back on live. I have it. It's still running. It tells me it's live. There's just no broadcast coming out of it. So if they come back, it'll pop back on. We are going to stay here, everybody, until we do find out if the game is called. So I'm certainly happy that you guys like the interactive. I knew you guys would. I spoke of it very highly during the spring training and said you guys would like it if you hadn't already seen it. I'm sure some of you may have seen it last year if you ever went to the MLB.com website. But it may actually be something that you got to be a subscriber to do. We're gonna have to pause that sound up. Game sound is way in front of the interactive. But I'll tell you that I'd rather the interactive be a little behind because then if there's any issue, like if you got to use a VPN, and that's the reason for uh, it really being behind today is I have to use a VPN because of blackout. But it just helps if you got a delay, it still allows you to get synced up better than it being just so out of whack from your game sound. Yeah. Yeah, if you're a subscriber, if you have the now CeeLo said that he couldn't get it to work. I showed him live on live screen what button to push, and he said it didn't work for him. So he doesn't. We don't know if you have to be a subscriber for that feature or not. He's gonna check that out. He's gonna do a trial of it, and then see if it works for him. There he goes. Rosario stealing second base. I think that's Rosario. No, my apologies, guys. That's Robles. Robles was the guy that just stole the base. No, I see the interactive pause. See now, you guys just got firsthand what happens when I put a full screen over the interactive. That's why I said it's a little wonky. Murphy, the last we knew, it could be a month before we see Sean Murphy play again. We hope not. We hope it's not that long. Remember, everybody, this is bonus coverage of the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the National Washington while we are waiting for the rain delay of the Atlanta baseball game. Let's see how long we've been down for a rain delay. It's now 3:56, guys and gals. So, let's check the weather radar again. Damn it. Can't see my chat again. My apologies if anybody had asked me questions. No, they didn't trade him. He went to free agency, George. And Rosario's playing for the Nationals here. Washington Nationals. And no sound again for you guys. My apologies. If I do that, just speak up and let me know I'm doing it. They're on a commercial now, so we'll leave it off. But I mean, we're at 4 o'clock. Not quite sure how long we've been under rain delay.
And right now, Marco Gonzalez is averaging just under 14 pitches per inning.
We're going to go over up. We're going to check out Twitter. Or as Mav says, Twitter formerly known.
Great sound. Great location. Center field. Keibert Ruiz is 5 for 14 to start the season.
Yeah, great job by Keibert. I mean, the whole thing against Marco Gonzalez is the posture, right? If you stay tall against him, you can lay off the stuff in, look out over the middle of the plate, and up. Because if you look up, you know, I'm talking belt high, it's going to keep you from going at the knees, lunging for that changeup. Good job by Keibert.
Eddie Rosario on one pitch hit a comebacker first time. He'll let it drop in there.
It just says they're under rain delay and that they'll provide more information.
Shortstop shaded well up the middle.
Brian
Hayes plays him very shallow at third. There's a big hole over on that other side, and he was trying to shoot it that way.
Talked about before the game, 8% last year is what he used his cutter at last year for Marco Gonzalez. 26% today.
And Rosario to the right side. Connor Joe to the shortstop. Return throw, and Rosario beats the pitcher to the bag and the throw. 3-6 on the fielder's choice.
Nothing like a flat-footed 85 across the diamond from an O'Neill Cruz on the return throw.
They've got some young talent on this team.
Well, that'd be nice, Kenneth.
You know, welcome him in. Speaking of such things, clean
How about
single
you,
center
field still there?
time. We will not play Mike Rizzo on this, or Ben Sherrington for the case, but I mean later on in the summer to see them and us and how young and athletic we could be, both sides.
The Nats won't see the Pirates again until September. Pittsburgh went 20-9 in March and April last year. And then from then to the end of the season, 21 games under 500. They were the talk of baseball for about 4.5 weeks.
It was fun. I thought it was fun to talk about. Another team, exciting team.
Well, there's always a surprise team early in the season. But it's indeed a marathon, not a sprint.
Right.
Look at this. We've got sunshine on our shoulders making us happy here at the ballpark. Beautiful day all of a sudden. It's 3-1. Hitting conditions changing though late in the afternoon here. Up the middle, picked off. Gonzalez to Williams, and that'll be the 1-4-3 to end the bottom of the 4th inning. Pirates turned their 8th double play of the season already.
They go to commercial break. Oh, damn cam cover on. Well, we might as well go over some of the scores. I mean, I know you can see the top, but while we're sitting here, all right, elsewhere in the league. Gotta give it a second here so it logs me in. All right, so we got the game is finished. Yep. Oh, looks like the Chicago Cubbies, they already called their game. All right, so games around the league.
From this point on,
Yeah,
change up
we'll
that'll
wait.
match his career high
back
in a game, 16.
But,
first pitch swinging, well hit.
just so you know, the
Bit of a
Chicago
sun field out
Cubbies
there
have called
right now
their
for
game.
Lane Thomas, with the sun having just come out. Stayed with it, 9 straight for Gore.
Yeah, join the Washington Nationals
I
fan
don't
club for
see-
early access to pre-sales, exclusive offers,
I don't see
and
them
the
not
latest
calling
Nats
the-
news. Visit
the Braves and the White Sox game.
nationals.com/fan club to sign up for free.
Next up, Ryan Reynolds.
I mean, that's being prepared. Saw the sun was coming out. Got my sunglasses on now. I think that truly is the biggest adjustment in a game for an outfielder. Is
Oh, that'd be
you're going
cool.
from cloudy,
Thank you,
and
George. I
dark.
appreciate it.
Even though with the new LED lights, it actually didn't feel as dark as it used to.
Yeah, folks here at the ballpark
I
can
appreciate
see
all
that
that
the
kind of
lights are
support.
on. Whether
I'll
cloudy
tell you, if
or
you guys,
sunny.
you know, when you
Reynolds,
get other
opposite field
streamers to
single,
come over,
and then he pulled a ground ball
shoot
to
me an
third for an
email
RBI.
sometime with like a link to their
Beauty.
actual
Beauty. That was
YouTube
not
page. You know, the web
a
address to
very
it.
confident swing against that kind of
Because
stuff.
Kenneth has come in here and said names and typed them out, and I've not been able to find them.
Absolutely not. And then he flew off into
I
the
mean, I'd
sunset
gladly
with his
go over
reward.
and share the support
Now,
for those
change
you would
it, too.
think
You see the
he would
budge
be
that
all who support me.
Ryan Reynolds had on his feet, moving towards that
But
pitch.
sometimes
It
you're
almost
looking
felt
for
like
some
an
dessert,
uncomfortable.
That's cool.
and you went and found some peanuts.
Good
I
hitter.
thought he would try
Ryan
to
Reynolds
find a
is.
milkshake after that. We are currently in a weather delay. We're expecting to get
Pumping the
underway.
fastball, good location away.
It is the top of the 8th inning. There's 2 outs.
We are back.
I feel like that slider's coming. You get
We are
move
back.
his feet.
Runners on at the
Chase the
corner, first and
fastball
third, when the
off the
umpires
plate
decide
away.
to pull the players off the field. It was a good decision. We started to see some puddles forming on the infield as guys were rounding the bases, so it was a safety issue at that point.
Yeah, and although you'd love to get the whole thing in, and they knew that the rain was going to stop in the not too distant future, they just wanted to make sure that nobody got hurt, because that's what they're looking for first and foremost, which is safety. Making sure that the same players that you had when the game started, you have when the game ends. And we find ourselves in the 8th inning, and so far it is all Atlanta.
This is what I love about baseball. sometimes this, for a youngster like that, that could be the only game she gets to this
There you
season.
have it.
So her parents,
we may have a
deciding to stick
continuation of
one
this
out,
game.
and this is incredible. Throughout the weather delay, came prepared with the ponchos.
Yeah, they brought the rain gear and they were ready to go and have stayed here. Not a whole lot of the 13,000 plus are here, but a few hardy souls have made the transition from a very wet experience to now drying off somewhat.
Braves with a 6-0 lead over the White Sox. Chris Flexen getting the start today for the White Sox. His White Sox debut here on the south side. And he was cruising early on, and then it turned into that third inning where he gave up his first run.
All right.
The fourth inning gave up 2, and then the Braves
We're going to
offense
pop
started
this
to come
back.
alive.
Let's check the
Unfortunately,
interactive.
the bottom part of the order was doing the damage early, and then the top part of the order decided to chip in the 6th inning. They had the 3 hits and starting to pull away. So Rogers explaining to the umpires what he's doing.
Interactive's still down.
Las Diaz is looking over in the Sox dugout and saying, "Let's go. Time to play baseball, boys."
There you have it. That is confirmation.
Out here on the mound.
This game will be back underway.
And so far, nobody has seen Laz, who wants to, I think, motion that it's time to get started.
Umpires are motioning to the players in the dugouts that it's time to play.
Leon is going to come in.
Leon has been warming up, correct.
So yes, in fact, this game will return. We will have the finishing of the game. Interactive is back up.
Field as we're getting set to get back underway playing baseball.
Get our 3D view going.
This is game 1 of an expected 3-game set against the Atlanta Braves. Not sure what the weather is going to cooperate with us this week.
Hey, Kenneth, is that what you wanted for a scroller? Does that work?
Yeah, I mean, they're just a very strong team. You try to look and you evaluate. When you're evaluating a baseball team, you take a look at coaching staff, management, and front office, and you see that there are very few holes as far as Atlanta is concerned. And then you look at, first thing you want to look at is the pitchers, and their starting rotation is really good. I mean,
see how I said, you know, it's got,
Morton
it doesn't show all the games,
That's a pretty impressive rotation. And they got a lot of young enough pitchers that they're going to be around for a while, and they've added to that with Chris Sale. So they've got pretty strong pitching. The bullpen looks good. Last year getting Iglesias was just an outstanding move because there was one hole for the Braves.
Radio Network.
Thank you, Kevin. Great job. Great work. And the White Sox have taken the field. New pitcher out there is Dominic Leone.
And the Radio Network.
He's the first pitcher to emerge after the rain delay. So just to catch you up on everything, the ball game stopped about 35, 40 minutes ago. Really awful weather all day long. We got progressively worse and worse. Started to rain and really cold rain, and they finally pulled the plug on at the top of the 8th. So the Braves are going to have runners at first. Down in the top of the 8th, Ozzie Albies had just singled right before the tarp went on. And the Braves have Ronald Acuna at third base. And there's no doubt, Joe, he's going to be back out there at third, feeling much warmer now than he was about 40 minutes ago.
Yeah,
all right, so we got Austin Riley heading to the plate.
More than anyone.
We have runners on the corners, first and third.
Freezing.
2 outs,
Dominic Leone
top of the
has
8th,
an interesting
with a
scouting
6-0 lead.
You know, usually
Atlanta
when a guy
over
throws
the
real hard, they say,
Chicago White
he's
Sox.
98 to 100.
We just spent
99
about a
to
35, 40
This
minute
guy, scouting
weather
report,
delay.
94 to 100. That's
Now
pretty
here
good
we are
spread.
getting
That's
under play.
Wide range there.
Yeah, slider and a cutter. Solid. Big guy, born in Connecticut, lives now in Charleston, North Carolina.
That's going to be ball 1.
He'll be taking over for David Garcia, who went 2/3 of an inning. And he gave up one
Austin
hit,
Riley,
one
1
walk,
for 3
one
on the day.
strikeout. And the line incomplete on him, as those runners out there would be his responsibility should they score. So we're going to resume here.
That's deep out to the
and
field.
This will be Austin Riley climbing in. Dominic
That's
Leone.
gone!
The first
That is a 3-run home run for Austin
Riley.
Riley. The Atlanta Braves now on top of the Chicago White Sox. 9-0.
To be quite honest,
There
I thought it was
you
going to be a lot
go.
worse than that when they put the tarp on the field.
Me too.
Hey, how you doing?
Strikes on Austin Riley. Pitch on the way, swung on and hammered to deep right.
See that lady? You're good luck. You come back. Rain delay's over. Austin Riley puts it over the wall. 3-run blast.
Riley coming out hot after the rain delay. A 3-run homer to right center, and it's 9-0 Braves in the 8th.
That's out number 3. I think that was Matt Olson grounded out.
Like a rifle went off in this place.
Gives him 4 RBIs on the day. Pitch out away from him, and he took it the other way.
And that'll close the line on Garcia as he gives up 2 of those 3 runs. Matt Olson with a ground ball out to second.
Yeah, see, I'm way ahead. Let's see here.
Base. That'll be taken by Nicky Lopez. Heels on the grass of right, throws to first, and that ends the top of the 8th inning. Austin Riley coming out after the rain delay and blasting one over the right field wall. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning, 9-0 Braves.
Old Man Winter here. One more snow.
I'll get us an audio resynced up here real quick. A 3-home run at that, Kenneth. A 3-run blast. That's the Austin Riley we know and love. Drinking up all my coffee.
Efficiency program. You can find energy and cost savings from your business with a free facility assessment from ComEd. Learn more at ComEd.com/poweringbiz.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back inside the booth alongside the legend Steve Stone, John Schriffen.
I would have thought he would have already been home.
I feel like they should get something extra. I don't have the power to give that away. I've been known to give away things in the past and kind of got a slap on the wrist. So I won't give things away anymore. But I feel like the fans should get something for sticking this one out.
Well, the ones that have stayed here have stayed through a ball game that wasn't the best they've seen the Sox play, and also the weather conditions have been a little tough. Well, apparently we're down 1 first base coach. Jason, game starting. Apparently he didn't see the umpire's signal to start the game again.
When we do resume play, it'll be 9-1-2 for the White Sox.
Oh, my bad, guys.
Leading it off.
I'm still on the wrong interactive. No, I'm not.
The fans that are here yelling,
what
put
the
a
hell
helmet
was
on
it just
somebody.
doing it? So we're waiting for a coach or something to come out of the dugout.
And he gets a little walkout music too. Okay. Hey.
Guys, pulling up his drawers. He must have been in the toilet. He's dropping a
The White Sox down to their final 6 outs here as we start this bottom of the 8th.
And we got a new pitcher in the ball game. It's Tyler Matzik. Saturday against the Phillies, he pitched an inning and a third, didn't give up anything except a couple of hits.
Austin long ball Riley with a 3-run blast.
Slapped the other way by
Put
Fletcher.
the Atlanta Braves up
This one getting
9.
some seats. Dominic Fletcher picked up his first hit of the season in the second. Oh, 1 for 2. And it's Metzek with the strikeout. Chuck, Ozzie, what do you guys do during the rain delay?
That's what I thought. Yeah, the interactive I have up shows the Braves, but it keeps popping up over. Yeah, something's not right with it.
Ooh, in the business, that's what we call a tease.
We'll give it a refresh.
We'll be tuning in post-game. Top of the lineup with Benintendi fouling that one off.
There's a very happy young fan whose perseverance paid off, staying around and getting a souvenir.
So that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If you stick it around, you should get something.
There's always something to be had at the ballpark, something you're going to remember for a long time.
One ball, two strikes, the count on Benintendi.
All right, there we go. There we go.
Did he go around? Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. That's going to be out number 2.
Heading to your first White Sox game, stop by the first game certificate booth on the center field concourse to receive your free first game certificate and first game button presented by Guaranteed Rate. It's perfect for all ages and a great way to commemorate your first White Sox game.
We're going to do quick shout-outs again. We got Maverick from Maverick Sports.
Game.
Oh, I see the link that's covering up.
So back-to-back strikeouts for Tyler Matzek from coming into the game here for the Braves. He'll face Yoan Moncada. 2 for 3 today. Singled in the first, doubled in the third. Moncada also making a really strong play in the field with a strong throw over with a backhand off his back foot.
Yeah, that was a really fine play and a very accurate throw.
You can see the determination with Moncada this season. He's had a very strong start here for the White Sox. And he draws himself a 2-out walk.
Luis is just happy not to see a right-hander in the game.
Fastball in off the plate for ball 1. Big hack at that one, fouled it back behind the plate. Well, if we are able to get the game in tomorrow for the White Sox, we will see Garrett Crochet, a man who will have 4 full days of rest, so they won't have to have a 5th starter in the rotation for the White Sox. At the end of 8, it's the Braves up 9-0.
So we got a commercial and break. When we come back, we'll be at the top of the 9th. I want to say thank you to everybody that's came in. We're going to go ahead and be pulling the chat poll down here momentarily. I was right in the middle of trying to fix something here, but But I'll elect to fix that stuff after this stream. So let me bring up my chat. All right, so we've ended the poll. I'd like to say thank you to all 16 participants. Hi to Ladies Dad Jay. Sorry for just seeing your chat, Lane. I was doing an edit on the stream, and the chat window got behind OBS again. But definitely, hi, Mr. Dad J. Oh, if it's another rain delay, I should have took off the weather stuff here. My bad. They've called it. That's final. Atlanta Braves win the game 9-0 over the Chicago White Sox.
And he said, look, let's
That's
call
it.
it a day,
Refs
boys. It's a
called
9-0 game, and more than that, the rain is going to come, and when it does come this time, it's not going to leave. And so that's it. It's a shortened game, but a game nonetheless dominated by the Braves.
Oh, shortened by one inning.
It was an errorless game. But outside of that, not many highlights.
So guess what,
today.
ladies and gentlemen, with the Braves winning, that's one out of the 3 games for this series we need for the Golden Broom celebration. We did, in fact, have the vote correct.
And coming up on the other side of this, stick around. Chuck and Ozzy.
All right, so stick around, everybody. I'm heading on over to Discord. We're going to pick up Maverick from Maverick Sports, and we're gonna go through a little bit about what's happened today so far, and then I think he's probably going to let you know what game he's going to stream. I would assume he'll be streaming like a 6:36 p.m. Eastern game or something. I would assume. That way he's done by 10, 11 o'clock latest, his latest for him. So as I said, stand by while I get there. Again, we're going to shoot over. While I do that, I'm going to shoot it over for a little bit of bonus. I'll put the interactive on for the Pirates game, guys, but the sound I'm going to go ahead and leave off. Now, like I said, let's get over onto Discord real quick. Come on, hamster. You need to run faster. I'll tell you that new computer build's coming along good, guys. Just ordered the 14 terabyte SATA drive for it. That should be here by the 6th, it's supposed to be. All right, so here we are with Mr. Maverick from Maverick Sports.
Hey, everybody. Sorry about that. I had to take off for a minute. I got home and ate my dinner, some homemade hamburgers and some mac salad for dinner. So
you heard him. He had to feed his face first.
Yeah, I sure did. I was starving all day.
At least he's not taking off from the stream and doing it. I told him he had to stop doing that for you guys. Sit there and be gone for 20 minutes because he's feeding his face.
Yeah.
Told him either eat before or after, or just eat during the damn stream.
Oh, Riley finally hit a home run, huh?
Yes, he did. A 3-run blast.
Nice. That's the way to get the monkey off the back.
He needed that. He's not been hitting the ball very well.
No, he hasn't.
I don't know if you want your cam on. Or if you want
I just got here. I don't have no. It's all right. I'll stay behind the scenes.
Of course you will.
I just turned on MLB and I'm looking at the games across the.
Hey, log out. Log out of it.
All right.
And go into like the Pittsburgh game and see if you can bring up the 3D.
Negatory, sir.
Then it must be a perk of being a subscriber.
That is correct. Great indeed, Armando. So I heard you talk to CeeLo earlier about that. So yeah, he'll definitely need to buy a subscription or
it looks like
whatever.
The subscription. Well, here's the thing, though. I would think the games that are free, where it says watch free, you would think that interactive would work for them.
Will do. Got a Kansas City Baltimore game. They got a Cincinnati Philly game. They also got a LA Angels and Miami game. And then they got a Texas Rangers and Tampa Bay game. And then I can possibly stretch it out to the Detroit and New York Mets game. Anything after that, I'm pushing past my curfew time for being in bed. I've got to be up at like 4:30, 4:45 every morning, guys and gals. So let me know in the chat what you guys want me to do. What game do you guys want to listen to? You want to listen to KC or what? Oh, you didn't take your chat poll down?
Yeah, I did.
You
tried.
Did?
It didn't bring it down? No, it did not.
Nope. Negative.
All right, well, we got it pulled down now.
Okay.
Thank you to everybody that voted. We had 18 votes. 88% thought that the Braves are going to win, while 11% of you voted for the Chicago White Sox. Thank you to you Chicago White Sox fans for joining us in today's broadcast. You guys are always welcome. You don't have to be a Braves fan to come hang out with us here. That's for sure. Nobody's going to chastise you for your team. You know, we don't play that kind of stuff. So thank you for coming and joining us.
Indeed.
Mother.
But yeah, let me know in the chat. Oh, you want to watch Tampa Bay there, Kenneth? All right, let some other people in
Texas
here.
Texas playing Tampa Bay?
Yep, Texas is on the road playing against Tampa Bay.
That gives you an hour and 20 minutes to get set up.
It won't take me long at all.
Good. You mean I don't have to do anything? Woo!
No.
Yeah! Says I don't have to do nothing.
You don't have to do anything. Matter of fact, you can go to bed if you want. But knowing you'll probably stay up.
Well, I was gonna say, why would I need to go to bed? I got plenty of sleep. I went to bed after yesterday's stream.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And I was out.
True.
Well, hell, I did yesterday's stream. You woke me up. I was trying to get a couple hours of sleep, and you woke me up, and it's like, I'll just get up now. Mr. Maverick, what you guys didn't know, he calls me yesterday and tells me, hey, change the plans. You're going to have to do the stream. I was like, what? I'm like, no, I'm not.
Okay, let's take it back and step back for just a second. All right, everybody. He's talking about yesterday morning before the stream, after I already had it broadcasted up on the channel. I literally got an emergency phone call from a buddy of mine the night before. He slipped and fell out of the shower, and his left hip was messing him up. And he wound up calling me, asked me if I can help him go cut a yard, which only take about an hour and a half to get.
But it would have put him past the game start time.
Yep, it would have put me past the game start,
past.
But then
he would have been an hour late for it. So
right, then turned around. I was on the phone with Buddy Rowe here on the phone, and then my buddy, the originally called me back and said, "No, bro, don't worry about it. I know how important your streaming is to you. Stay home, relax, do your stream, and we'll catch you later." Because he actually had another buddy of his that wasn't doing nothing actually help him out. So that's why the stream yesterday did so well, and I was actually there for the whole stream. So
that's why it did so well, huh?
Well,
I think it just did so well because it did so well.
Yeah.
You had a good stream.
Well, you know how it is.
We had fun.
Yes, we did.
And the day before, I definitely had a lot of fun during my stream the day before. That was so cool. So much chat interactions. It was crazy fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, lady, it'll be Texas he's doing.
Yes, Laney, I am definitely doing Texas. So give me 1 second while I get this going here. I'm going to get the thumbnail made while we're sitting here talking and chit-chatting. So I'll get this all done up for y'all.
Really, so for the games today, guys, to catch you up, we currently Pittsburgh is leading Washington 3-1 in the bottom of the 6th. Of course, Atlanta beat the Chicago White Sox 9-0. And it looks like the Chicago Cubs are the only other game. Chicago beat Colorado 5-0. But I'm pretty sure the Cubbies called their game. They called their game when the White Sox put theirs on delay.
Okay.
I'm thinking that's what happened because both our game and the Cubby game, they started at the same time, and their game was done long before ours was.
Right.
I don't know. He hasn't said anything about the scoreboard. It needs work done on it. I just put a look. Cool. They wanted a scoreboard for all the other games.
Oh, okay.
So I obliged.
Right. Okay. Well, that would have to be something implemented on mine too, but
yeah, $20.
How did I not know you would do that? Jeez. All right, I'm getting the thumbnail made now, ladies and gentlemen, so bear with me here.
Yeah, we're going to have to watch close for the next couple days. With the weather, there could be rain delay start for tomorrow's game. We don't know what's really going to be happening with it.
Okay.
But tomorrow's game is scheduled. First pitch is scheduled for 7:40 p.m. Eastern, 6:40 p.m. Central. I already have it scheduled up on the channel. And then game 3 on the 3rd is scheduled to start at 2:10 Eastern, 1:10 Central. And that too is scheduled up on the channel. Now I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, everybody, but I I don't think it's going to interfere with the stream, as I should be home with plenty of time. The doctor's appointment's at 2 or 2:30 in the afternoon, so I should have plenty of time to get home. And it's only, what is it, Amy? 5-minute drive into town? We're only 5-minute drive in there, so unless they have me going to a specialist or whatnot, there shouldn't be any issue with tomorrow's stream. Unless, of course, weather, everybody. Weather could cause a delay or whatnot. I know they have been putting on some runs already, but I can't believe our bullpen let us down like they did yesterday.
Yeah, that normally happens.
It ruined our golden broom. We weren't able to get that golden broom. Everybody has really liked the interactive stuff.
Yeah.
Lainey says she just loves it. I told everybody it's just like watching the game, only it's, 3D characters. It's, it looks a lot like a video game. You just don't got the, the likeness of the players. And these players, they do some weird shit. Like, watch, they'll all run up on the mound and then one will be standing on top of the other or whatnot.
Yeah. And then,
there he goes.
In real life, they
He's
don't.
up in the air, waving his arms. Now he disappeared into the ground.
Now damn good well they don't do that in real life, but
I know.
All right, so
See,
bear with me, everybody.
He's standing up in the air again, waving his arms. That's why I said they do some weird shit, but hey, it's fun to watch, man. I mean, hell, you can even call the game off with just the interactive itself. Yeah, Spencer's pitching Friday. Or Wednesday. You're right, Kenneth. Yeah. And some of this, see, like this view, I can scroll out and, because it's fan control. So I can do this. We can show you the whole stadium. It comes back down to pitcher. Batting cam. Like I said, everybody, I'll get something posted in the community. I would really, really, really like to get your guys' input. So be sure to go to the community page. Look for it in the next 24 hours. I'm gonna post up a questionnaire asking you guys what views do you like with the new interactive? Because we have fan control, strike zone, field vision cam, pitcher cam, batter cam, and I think that stops it. It started back with fan control.
Okay.
And do you like having it set on just one setting and leave it there for the game, or do you like having it, switch around and be able to see other looks during the game? I'm really interested to see what you guys think and have to say about that. No, I didn't. Well, thank you very much, Laney. Thank you for that $10 super chat. I think that's a super chat. You are so kind. I certainly appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, I didn't even tell you guys. Somebody gave me a $5 super chat the other day. And I got off after the stream. I didn't even know it. I didn't even know they had. So I don't know if it came through during the stream because I didn't see it. But it was in my back end. And it had to have been a graphical error. It said $5,000 in the back end. I was like, as soon as I see that, I was like, what? And I sat here with not knowing whether to take my headset off or what to do. I was like, what? I'm like, am I seeing that right? $5,000? No way. And then about 6 hours later, it turned out to be a $5. Talk about YouTube making me poop my drawers. First thing I would have done with that would have been send my wife on a luxury holiday. She works so damn much. Oh, look at there, the first thing. All right, it actually did. It does work. Came up and even said it through the live stream that she donated.
Cool.
Awesome. Thank you very much, ma'am. Kenna, what do you mean you was a miracle for me? Well, yeah. Well, I guess you're down to what, about an hour, huh? Maybe we should shut the stream down. Let everybody get ready to come hang out with you over there on your channel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm almost.
That would have been awesome. If that really would have been $5,000, because I didn't know what to do. I asked some of my clanmates, I'm like, what should I do? I'm like, and they're like, well, I wouldn't use any of it. And I knew that too. You don't, in all honesty, when somebody gives you something on the internet, you have to be careful with it. Don't spend it immediately because there's people out there that purposely do a chargeback on you. And then you're liable for that money to be paid back. So
that is correct.
My thing was, if that was really was a $5,000 donation, which it turned out not to be, but if it had been, I would have let it sit for a month and then enjoyed some of it. Boy, that would have been great, I'll tell you. But I'm just not. I don't think anybody with that type of money would give my snarl ass anything like that. But regardless of what their donation is, it's all appreciated. Definitely. I would thank you just as much for a penny as I would for a dollar. Oh, looks like Eddie Rosario was just that bad again there, Mav.
Yeah.
I think he might have got out. No, maybe he got on first. No, he's at bat. Currently at bat. Was. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. I don't think he's playing too well this year yet.
No, he did hit a home run the other day, though.
Oh, did he? He's 0 for 2 right now. 0 for 2 or 0 for 3.
All right.
I know that's what we always say too. If I win the lottery. Yes, Kimberly, the Atlanta Braves won today and won very convincingly, 9-0. Even though the game was called due to rain, yeah, the weather outside's affected me. My OBS just disconnected and reconnected right away. I don't think it affected any of you guys, but yeah, the internet's kind of fluctuating for me. So with that said, guys, hey, thank you to everybody. I'm not sure what we ended up with for likes. I know we made it past the 10 mark, so we had 12 likes. 12 likes on the day. That's great. It's so greatly appreciated. I don't know how accurate my analytics are. Right away when the stream started in the first 10 minutes, we had 19 consecutive people here, but an hour into it, it told me I had 12 views. So I don't think that was very accurate. Well, then about an hour and a half into the stream, it went from 26 views and it bounced to 130. And then it went back down to 20 something. And I'll be honest, I don't remember seeing it go up any more through the view numbers, but now it tells me that there's 102. So I don't know how many there was, but regardless, thank you everybody that came by, all the support, the likes. Thank you, lady, for the super chat. Shout out to everybody that is a member, guys and gals. Thank you for the memberships. All that is so awesome of you. So hey, I'll be as long as Mav wants me to do it with him, I'll see you guys over there on Maverick's channel for the Texas versus who they playing?
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay, the Texas-Tampa Bay game. So with that said, everybody, this is KGB from the C Sports Network, home to your streaming outlaws, with my guest commentator Maverick from Maverick Sports, saying we'll see you on the next one. Thank you, everybody.
See you guys.